nothing.
All right. I suppose as I set up and I get ready and shit, and because I rearrange my room, so now like my desk is all like reversed, and I have to work with that. We can get started with the fun facts. Players first, and DM will finish it off, I suppose. So like, did anybody write fun facts about their characters?
Oh, for a second I'm like, I thought you meant about us. I'm like,
I mean, like,
prepare that list.
Either or. I personally like. I would prefer to hear about your character rather than you.
Where was that little the little question prompts? Because I came up with answers to that. I need to find.
Oh. I don't think I pinned those.
Forgot that prompt, but.
Hold on. I know what I typed, so it's like, try. Just where's the word try in there? There it is. I'm just gonna quote myself. Quote in chat. There it is.
Aha. Okay. I guess I'll start then.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Valen feels most at home. Well, he did feel most at home in El Terrell. His parents have a home on one of the sort of like tall, straight buildings that kind of lines like a stream that flows down from the top of El Terrell to the river Chianthar, I think.
Yeah.
And so there are apartments along there, and then there's I believe there's like a Knights Academy. The name eludes me. And his soul sort of is the most at home on what is it called? The Seven Heavens of Mount Celestia. Guilty pleasure. Valen can be a bit of a flirt at times, but he mostly reins it in. He's not
interesting.
It's very, very rarely. He's kind of lonely, and it's like he knows that his charismatic.
Yeah, like that angelic charisma. Yeah.
It's not natural, and so it's not the most moral thing to use.
Yeah, I mean, like for the average human to witness something of like your nature is almost. I don't want to say supernatural. It's just not of this earth. It's not like the average person. It's like there's something more there. Yeah.
So he doesn't flirt very often, but occasionally does. Best trait, Valen would definitely say, is compassion, his willingness to help people, to sacrifice for what he believes in. Wants to be remembered for changing the world, like showing that people are not necessarily lost to darkness. They slip and fall.
Yeah.
They can change, and sometimes you just need to show them a second chance. And type of creature he's most intrigued by. Fallen angels, obviously. Zerial features prominently in Elturel's history, and he grew up in that culture. Mimics because of Chester, and just wanting to know how to raise this thing right. And
my child.
And I imagine with Valen's religious training, as a kid, there'd probably have been like a book he was reading about like different kinds of fiends and whatnot, and probably as a kid he was very intrigued by the pages on succubus and incubus, and wasn't entirely sure why at first.
I just imagine Valen like fucking digging around under his parents' bed, finding like a scroll, and just unfurls like a Playboy. It's just like, I see. I learned like new things.
It's like a 50-foot long
tapestry. Yeah, it just keeps unfurling. Like,
That's where you learned how to flirt.
Yeah.
The book on succubi.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like his version of the lusty maid, like whatever maid.
The lusty Argonian.
Yeah.
It's Elturel, so it's all actually really tame, but he's like...
It's like Elturel Christian smut. It's like tamed. It's like...
And her ankles were shown.
I should not be looking at this.
Yeah.
Oh god, those ankles.
No.
Forgive me, Father, for I have witnessed too many ankles.
I don't imagine Elturel's prudish, even if they are.
I think it's like a marital aid. You know how like super Christians call like dildo shops like, oh, it's a marital aid shop. It's like that. It's like once you're like in the faith.
I have never heard that. But God
Never
help
heard
me.
It's
that
it's a
either.
super
If-
like confined
If I
like,
need
when
a
you're like
marital
sheltered.
aid shop.
It's like it's a marital aid shop. It's like all right, cool. My
I guess.
yeah.
Sure.
Did
Yeah.
you marry a man with a small PP? We can fix that.
Marital aid. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
I get it, but like,
Your
eh,
marriage falling apart around the seams.
Listen, what
buy a
if
dildo.
kind of off topic, but what if like in the other campaign when you asked for me to do like a poem, I would have read up that poem I made about small peepees.
Why would you do that? That's fraud.
Do you
That would have been perfect.
like
It would have
just
explained
Rahadin,
everything.
this butler person be like, though your Winnie might be Winnie, and your pecker is a speck, and your Todger is a teeny, that you often have to
stares
check.
at him.
Though your member might be meager, and your Willie might be wee, though your badger be belogger, every lucky girl will see. It's the motion in the ocean, it's the magic in the wand,
my
and
God,
it
that would have
isn't
been
magic
perfect.
potion, it's the way you go beyond. It's
It's
the rhyme, it's the wooing, it's the feeling of the flow, and it isn't what you're doing, it's the way you do it, bro.
You didn't read.
You didn't even read a poem.
You didn't
No.
even read a poem. That
I
was
wasn't
perfect.
prepared. I wrote that
Yeah,
after a
but-
session. I was like, whatever. That's
Okay.
cool. Okay.
Who's going next?
So, well,
Yeah.
sorry, I was just gonna say back on topic and speaking of poetry. I did finish get that message completed that I was going to have sent to Zira.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
I mean, if you can do it real quick now, I can tell you action consequence if you've done it, or we can do it in session. It's up to you.
I'll just post that in Downtime RP channel then.
Sure, that works too. Yeah.
Ow, my finger.
It does
want
it
me to
have
do
anything to do with a party that you want to do it in session, or is it just like a veiling thing that's just a closure thing?
It's I think it's just a closure thing. I mean, I can read it if you want.
It's your
It's
call.
up to you.
100% your call. Yeah.
Let's
Put you on
just
the
leave it.
spot. Okay.
It's fine. I'm not gonna read it. It's fine.
Okay, that's fine. We can all read it in downtime. Who wants to go next with either your fun facts or, just, the question here was really just like type it in chat, like just during our downtime. But if you have fun facts, go ahead and share them now. Bapo, you had a whole list.
Yeah,
I
Bapo
lost
already
that
had one.
list. Yeah.
How dare you? You remember one? I only need one.
How though? How?
He's made a nickname for every weapon in the player's handbook.
What's the player's handbook? Whoa, that's like meta. That's like. I found that book that has literally every weapon and magic item in existence. Whoa!
I mean,
This book itself is a magical weapon. Are you serious? Yeah, put your hand in it. Snap. See?
Ow!
Take 1d100 damage.
Yeah.
Bombs going off
That's a good
tonight.
book.
Did you know that the actual reason behind the age-old race war is, between the Githyanki and whatever other race is just over the actual proper pronunciation of the name? It's not Githyanki, it's Githyanki.
Just silence.
I hate it. I hate it.
I hate
No.
it.
Did you also know that water elementals can be made from either milk or syrup?
You can die
Think
in a
about
hole
it.
with that statement. Nope.
At
What'd you
some
say?
point, I'm sure we'll play Dungeons and Dragons.
what
I'm
did he
waiting for fun facts.
I'll go third if anybody doesn't want to go third.
We haven't done a
No
second
one's gone
yet.
second.
You're claiming third
Hunter, go.
ahead of time.
All right.
Go
all
first
right.
for all I care.
So,
We already had number one.
Mork, at a young age, from what he was told from the monks at the monastery, was taken away from his
That's your
home
pee-pee.
so that he didn't get killed by the very aggressive orcs in his camp.
So is
So-
Mork full orc or is he like half orc?
Mork is half orc,
Okay.
but his mother managed to get someone to sneak him away.
Nice.
So that the full orcs didn't go all unga bunga on him and
Oh no.
see, he was a tiny baby. He was a little smaller than the orcs would like. So home for Mork is really like where he is. He feels most at home in a monastery writing haikus about.
Get your own character
reflecting
trait, you
on-
little shit.
No, actually,
Don't
no.
you steal my
developed this
character trait?
I developed this character trait from playing a video game. So
Yeah,
fuck
okay.
you, Tom.
Cool.
Anyways,
Unique.
So-
Okay, very unique idea,
That's-
Hunter.
Mork
Okay.
feels most at home at a quiet place, like a
Uh-huh.
monastery, a library, even by a riverbank or somewhere nice and quiet.
Nice.
My guilty pleasure is pie. Mork absolutely adores pie. If it's not knowledge, pie would be the most tempting thing in the world for the man.
Meat
But
pie
knowledge
made from
typically
mystery
trumps.
meat? That is definitely not made from
Nope.
children.
Are you sure you don't want special pie?
Alright.
Mork's best trait would be his eyes. He thinks they're very
Intelligence.
piercing, very intimidating. The yellow glow they have at the night.
I'll put that down in my
Mork-
notes as charisma. Because I mean, like,
Yeah.
best trait, I have special eyes. Like, alright.
Apart from his eyes, he really likes his pecs. He works very hard on them. The pie definitely helps to keep them full and juicy and
That's how that
flexible.
works.
I do
Juicy.
that.
That is how that works.
Juicy.
Them
I just
juicy
imagine
muscles.
Mork now with like a shirt that just says juicy across the pecs.
Yeah.
Alright.
Late game Mork.
What do you want to be
got there?
remembered by?
My mage armor has juicy on it.
Okay, what do you want to be remembered by?
Mork wants to be remembered by the man who accumulated so much knowledge that he surpassed all of his predecessors in terms of the accumulated
300 years from now,
knowledge
people will
and
tell the
power.
legend of Mork. He had special eyes, and he was mad smart.
And he had juicy
Mad
pecs.
smart.
And he had juicy pecs.
Juicy pecs.
Mork the saint of
Mork
pecs.
is absolutely fascinated by dragons because one day a silver dragon came to the temple as a
Okay.
human. Yes.
Are you gonna?
apart
alright.
from dragons, he loves demons and devils. He's absolutely fascinated with their physiology.
Especially the succubi. Just something need it.
Especially the succubi.
I'm not
Alright.
gonna live that one down, am I?
No.
I mean, it's just succubi anyways. They're just
Cool.
quite attractive.
Neat. Did you know human
Mork
blood
is-
is kosher, but human flesh is not?
I didn't know that. Thanks.
Now you do.
Moving on.
Mork secretly enjoys human blood.
No, you
Yep.
don't.
JK, JK. Kidding!
Warlock, part
You can't
tree,
have any
part
of mine.
orc,
Hey,
part
guys.
vampire.
What do you
I'm
call a
not
group
sure.
composed of two halflings?
A human.
A fooling.
Ha! Funny.
Haha.
What do you call a group
Okay.
composed of full barbarians?
Lame.
A bad time. Let's go play some D&D. All right.
What do you mean you're done, Faith? What does that mean?
Anybody?
Done with
It's
this
face,
shit.
it's face turn. Face goes next.
Yep.
Haha.
Do it.
Yep.
Listen.
Why
you
do I
want
need to
to?
go next?
You want to
Because,
go next? Real quick.
Democracy dictates it.
Go ahead.
Fuck you.
Glad none of these
Fun
don't have
fact.
about
Something we
that.
did not know about Faith. Maybe she has a soft side. Maybe she's just edgy. We'll never know.
Till you get cut by
Times
the
where
edge.
Faith will just slit her ankles because
Oh god.
she just gets bored half the time.
Crawling in my skin.
Cut your ankles? What's wrong with you?
Better than the rest.
All right. Back. Focus. Fun fact about Faith, real quick, so we can start D&D.
I think that was the fun fact.
Okay,
That
cool.
was just-
Good. Anybody else want to share some inner pain in
Sometimes
this,
I
in
don't
this
like
D&D
moving
slash
forward.
group therapy?
Fun fact about communism: nobody's happy except the rich people. There you go.
Right.
No one has
Fuck.
depression.
You
All
guys
right.
want to know a fun fact?
Alright, guys.
Did you know?
God.
Big T thanks from the press.
Sometimes
one
I
way
use
to-
the serrated blade.
All right. Enough. Trent, you're a linguist. Did you know goblins have 27 words for stab, but no word for friend?
Yeah, they don't have a word for ally either.
No. All right. Let's start. Let's get started. Unless anybody wants to go, let's get started. Yeah. Yes, all around.
Okay.
Yes, all around. All right.
Sure.
Over the past night, the weather along the coast has gradually worsened. Dark clouds release heavy rain until the gravel beneath your feet runs with thick mud. By morning, the rain subsides and the dark clouds remain. The afternoon sun shines through these clouds to illuminate the grey walls and pale spires of the time-worn fortress of Candlekeep. The castle town stands majestically atop the rocky promontory overlooking the sea, and all manner of travelers and trade caravans trudge through the bazaar court on their way toward their daily routines and whatnot. Overhead, you see griffin riders glide through the air on their giant eagles. Monks and mages dressed in lavender robes nod in greeting as you pass them by, the holy symbol of the Near and other gods of knowledge hanging at their neck, catching the few sun rays in the light. Since your arrival at Candlekeep, you were free to go where you please and stay as long as you wish. Among the private dormitories of Fort the Monks, public quarters are set for visitors, along with any amenities you would desire. Bathhouses, clothiers, granaries, gardens, and shops of all kind can be found in the Grand Bazaar Plaza at the castle's feet. After a bit of shopping, as we've spent that over your downtime, you spend the night in the cozy Hearth Inn and pub, resting after a lengthy journey by sea and enjoying the company of Candlekeep's many visitors. After 4 days at sea, some of you are relieved at the thought that you finally get to enjoy a good meal that isn't pickled in brine. And so, you awaken, each in your room, to the gentle, chime-like sound coming from the main dining hall, as I load the hearth map. I believe I have everybody on here. I do believe.
And one of us has a massive hangover.
At least one of you. Yeah.
At least one.
Sure, somebody.
Fucking drunk.
Hey.
I sorted you guys to your own rooms. For expediency's sake.
Nothing like Mork enjoys having his own room because he can sleep naked, walk around in a bed
Mork
sheet like a
all over the
ghost. Hey,
Everyone does the
Mork
same thing.
sprawls
Just
where
read it
Mork
in
wants
the
to sprawl,
card.
and you can never stop it.
Sheet. I can't
Mork.
find my bedroom. There it is. Ooh, it's a mess still.
It's as you left it. There's mugs
Wow,
cluttered
Kel's the
all
priest.
over. Yes, there's mugs cluttered all over, weapons, shields all over your floor. Each of your room doors is closed, but the windows are propped up and it's like breeze. Unless anybody wants to roleplay anything in the room in privacy, you can just open the doors.
I do. I have something.
Mm-hmm.
So are we like starting here at the morning or?
It's dawn. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Phelan has been lying awake for most of the night, on his bed, staring at the symbol of the companions on his shield, and as dawn starts to approach, he picks up the mace we found beneath the Van Amber Mansion, the one with Zariel's symbol and shape to it. And Valen is sobbing, and like his eyes are red, and there's tears streaking down his face. And he says, Zariel, companion of light, Zariel, fallen angel. And he holds up the mace and it starts to glow. Zariel, Lord of Avernus, by my sacred oath, by my hellsworn creed, by my kindred flame, I bid you answer my prayer. Why did you betray the people you are sworn to protect?
Roll me a religion check with advantage. If you roll higher than 15, as the room begins to kind of lose its light slightly and dim to this dark shade of orange, if you have any light in your room, like any candles, the two kind of flicker low, and a voice in your very mind, a familiar voice, whispers, "You are but a chess piece in this long game that I'm playing for the greater good. You will soon witness the full scale of the blood war. You call it betrayal. Do not be a fool like the rest of them. You will soon see how far it all extends.
It isn't worth this betrayal, Zerial.
What follows if I do not rise to resist the evils will be far worse than a city lost, the world lost. You will soon face a choice, Celestial One. Like me, you'll choose between the lesser of two evils.
Did she speak? What languages did she speak?
Celestial, 100%.
Okay.
I just gotta assume that you would understand it, yes.
Yeah, no, he would chew her out if he wasn't. There's always another way. Let's see.
As this communion grows, kind of intensifies, and the room begins to shake ever slightly, the light, this orange tint, lifts off, and her presence, you feel it ebb away as the mace in your hand stops glowing. Alright, I'm assuming this was done behind closed doors as everybody else rises, as Erwin is trying not to trip over bottles in his room.
Haha,
Hey,
I'm a
man.
drunk.
I'm stumbling around my room holding my head right now, like, oh dear God, what did I do that?
Mork's
happened
doing
there?
some mantras, lighting some incense, he's praying naked, cross-legged on the floor, as they always did at the monastery.
Why do you have to turn my praise of holy prayer into a place of sin?
There's nothing unholy about one's body.
Whoops! Sorry, I meant to type the
It is your temple.
Yeah.
I'm sure the priests say that always to everyone.
Yeah,
Have you seen Mork's body? Shining example of temple.
yeah. My body is a
I
temple.
would say horticulture, but okay.
Hey,
he's a
you know,
plant.
part plant. Mind your manners.
Mork, do you wish to venture upstairs, or do you wish to do anything downstairs?
What is upstairs?
Upstairs is the rest of the inn. You got yourself a nice, cool room underground. It past the like a cellar door that is just before the
yes.
stairs of yonder. You know, the rooms upstairs are full. I mean, the hearth is not used. There's a volume of visitors.
What's downstairs then?
Aside from your fellow companion there, the good old fuck me up, Quelracas. It's there's the room beyond your doors is simply meant to store cleaning utensils and brooms, buckets.
Are there any vats of wine down here?
No, this is not like a wine cellar thing. This is literally meant to be. The wine seems to be stored perhaps somewhere else, most likely the kitchen or. Yeah.
All right. Apart from getting dressed, doing his daily stretches, Mork will get up. And who's down here with me?
Quelracas and Empathath and his strange alien creature that is always by side Farim.
No, I'll just go up.
Fair enough.
I'll wake Calderacross up.
He's awake. He, in fact, never slept.
Oh, right. I
In
suppose
between
I don't
turning-
sleep either anymore, do I?
That requires the tome. Remember, you couldn't take that.
Soon, brothers.
You tried not sleeping and kind of witnessed the rattle of bottles right above your head, just beyond the ceiling. It seems that wherever they keep their wine is right above you.
I'll get Calracross to come upstairs with me.
Sure. He gets up, gives you a grim smile. You notice he doesn't talk much. He more breathes through his yellow teeth with mouth agape, but follows you. Yes. We go, Farim. We go. Yes.
Before we go upstairs, Cal, I have a question for you.
I have answers. All
hope
the
so.
answers.
Do you want to come to Avernus with us? Would you rather stay here?
New horizon,
support.
yes. You will open the eyes, all the eyes.
All right then. As long as I have your support, I know you'll have my back. And vice versa. Let's go get a drink.
That choice is more yours to make than his. It's really up to you who you choose to take with you or not.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see when we get there. But I'm just going to go ahead and put you on the main map so you can witness what everybody else is witnessing as you venture. You arrive just outside this door over yonder.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Tibert!
Yes. Standing outside, motionless, but in that internal kind of dim-witted smile, he kind of nods to you, sending a few leaves rattling toward the, floating toward the ground.
I jog over to Tibert real quick. Can I give you a hug, Tibert?
Oh, come here. And he just stretches like 3 branches that kind of wrap around you and he gives you a squeeze.
It's good to see you. Thank you for bringing me back.
Thank you for bringing me, like, in general. Like, it's good to be alive.
Yeah,
Life
right?
is great, yeah.
Yeah.
Been playing
The
with
sword's
the kids.
pretty cool, too. And the bow? I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing each other around more, hopefully. And if not,
Oh.
well... Thank you for everything.
Thank you, Tibert. You have a swell morning. Looks
I
like the
will.
sun
I'm
be
gonna go
quite
play
nice.
with some friends. And you see him kind of wave over yonder, like to the north, and another tree waves back.
Oh God, did you? As I walk away, I was like, Tibert, did you make more? I'll take this silence as a yes.
How do they reproduce?
They didn't
He
make more.
probably
They were
just
already
used
here.
his ability.
I mean, if you're
Curious.
actually curious, I mean, I'll tell you. Like, awakened trees, literally, they don't reproduce so much as they are like, oh, there's an ancient tree. We choose that tree. We magically like awaken it. Like that's how they become beings.
Yeah, imagine getting the sauce an ancient tree knows. Oh, sauce is a form of like tea, a form of like. Oh God, I forgot the real word. Knowledge. That's the only word I can think of. So where's the rest of the party at?
The front entrance is all right over yonder, friend. The rest of the party, what are you up to?
I'm stumbling around, dying on the inside, wondering what happened last night.
I guess Valen's gonna go, like, kind of give him a shoulder, like, you alright there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go get breakfast.
Ooh.
As you say, let's go to breakfast. You just hear like a belch coming from the dining hall. It can be no other than more piercing than the otherwise silent, kind of serene air to this dining hall. You are used to more the city, busy city bars that are noisy and crowded. This place seems to be more like a library than a dining hall. Nonetheless, looking around, you see that the pub itself is warmed by a large fireplace on the side there and has several tables and matching benches scattered throughout the tap room. Bookshelves host books on all manner of subjects, and they line the walls here and there, offering guests a good read over breakfast. Manning the bar is a large, muscled minotaur contentedly serving patrons. Now and then he whispers to the kitchen in a low voice for like a order or something. He seems to be talking to a white-scaled dragonborn who's kind of matching deep laughter can be heard all the way from the kitchen. He has golden eyes that you can kind of see catching yours, and he gives you a nod as you pass in. And his jaw is lined with his teeth, and his lips are covered with scars where they had been split in the past. It seems as though he had seen some rough action in the past, but now he's enjoying a nice, calm life. Yeah.
Cage over there?
What?
Is that a cage?
Right beyond, yeah, looking right beyond the window, you see the window itself has a cage in front of it and a sliding door, and you see the dragonborn reach into it, and as he reaches into it, he opens it, and something is in his hand. This huge crustacean, white with a single eye in the middle, and it's slimy, and he seems to give it a small laceration and fill a small glass with its blood before casting a spell on it, healing the wound, and casting it back into the cage, sealing it. He then takes a glass and takes another, and he shakes it like a martini, and he's busy conjuring some sort of drink.
Do they have breakfast tacos?
Do they? Barbie?
You're damn right we do.
Yes.
Galen will order something for breakfast.
Looking around as you make your orders, they have breakfast tacos. They have a very extensive menu.
What the
offered
fuck's the
with-
taco?
What is a taco?
Let me
my
see the
friend?
taco.
Well, you see, it's flour tortilla, then heated up sideways, and you put stuff in the middle of it.
Oh my god, I've been heated up sideways before. Dear God.
What is tortilla? Ah, you
Why?
see, it's like what Omnish people call bread.
It's flat bread.
Yeah.
Is it flat like my chest?
My back. We have
I
to.
almost said it.
Yeah, we have to.
almost
I said it. I whispered it.
Oh, no.
Right.
The joke's back, baby. Takara's here.
Yeah.
What can I get you, boys?
I'll have the fattest tortilla you have.
You're damn right, and I pull a tortilla out of the cupboard.
Here you go.
It's already ready.
It was just already in
As he opens the cupboard, you just hear like a little ding. Fucking.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I expected at school for mages. Hey, Valen,
Yeah,
come check out this fucking cupboard. They got tortilla shells.
Only if I ask for it.
Only if this big man asks for it.
You see, like looking beyond the kitchen, you see a matching cupboard right before that dragonborn, and as the car's closing cupboard, his opens, and he's already like making another one in it.
Magic cupboard.
Yeah. Cupboard standing like 5 feet away. Like not even like 20 feet. Oh wow.
It's almost like cell phones.
I mean that's kind of smart. Think about it. Oh, cool.
You can shoot an arrow through one opening and hit yourself when it comes out the other.
The dragonborn back looks at you and he's like has like an arrow-shaped scar on his cheek. He's like, "Don't do that."
Okay, so yeah, so I ordered breakfast too.
I order breakfast taco.
Breakfast
Here's
tacos.
breakfast taco.
Hey, Arrow.
Yay, breakfast taco. I sit down on floor like child and eat.
There are
Get
tables.
off the floor. Don't eat on the floor.
Why not?
You know,
I-
it's got magic dirt. It go bad juju.
Oh,
No, it's also just unsanitary and people walk by.
I don't care.
Hey, Arrow.
I'm an unsanitary person. Yes.
I could make breakfast ale with my backpack.
No, I don't need any right now. I already have it.
It's the car's like, oh, I need it. Fucking.
Hey, you're not hungover if you never stop drinking.
Exactly.
Well, I stopped
True.
last night, so I'm very.
That orc has the right idea.
Well, yes.
Breakfast drink for me, please. Gotta get that.
Oh,
Look
you
at
want
that.
one more? Okay.
Gotta get
You
that
want the special?
stank on.
Could I get 2 eggs?
Is that a leader of I won't know what happens in the next 5 minutes after I drink it? Tibbert, do you want the special too? Hey, can I get a special for my friend Tibbert over there? He
Tipper
gave
just
birth to me.
extends one branch through the. Like as you guys are conversing, he extends one branch through the window. It slowly arrives under the car's feet, and he slowly takes out a taco, and then it's like slowly arrives back, steps away from the window.
You're paying for him.
Yeah, I got.
He drops 2 oak nuts on below your feet.
Yo, Tibbert, you dropped your nuts.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll get something for Chester to eat as well.
Yeah.
Probably half a cow.
Little
I throw a
bits.
ladle at him.
It just
Wow.
It just like goes, "Ding," and then it just kind of like rides around his branches and disappears into his bush. Where he's like, "Oh, shiny, I keep." Huh?
I'm for Chester.
Oh, you throw him away. Okay.
Chester sneaks into like the cupboard of sending, just eats everything that goes in.
Why are there no tacos?
Oh god. Good thing Chester's not an actual bag of holding, because like going into interdimensional spaces while you're in interdimensional space is just a bad time.
Oh no! Oh no!
That sounds terrible.
And the hearth inn implodes.
Everyone,
White cloth for
great
everybody.
characters.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Right. As you're being served your food, some of you take a quick look around. I mean, I see Viren is already approaching. Are you actually approaching those people, or like, so?
Oh, yeah. He'll approach them.
Sure.
Say hello.
As
Introduce
everybody's ordering food, you approach the, who are these lovely fellas?
One of them looks like a cat.
I'll show you what they look
The
like.
other looks like a burb.
Indeed.
A burb.
To,
A burper?
I mean, Viren, roll me nature checks. Just, one. For both, I suppose. Just to see if you know, how much do you know about these creatures as you're approaching them curiously. One of them is a bright feathered, ooh, okay.
Oh, fuck, okay.
You, having done your fair share of reading up in the noble district of Baldur's Gate, have read about a distant land, way beyond the forest nestled between the mighty Crest Mountains and the range beyond the marshes of the Mock Fields, is a land called Everdeen, which is most known for forest folk. These hybrids are humanoids who have traits of birds, furred animals, very akin to the Buxy, but very unique to that land of Everdeen. Before you is a bright goddess of the Avium. She has circular glasses, kind of like full moons on her beak, and she seems to be in the middle of reading some sort of book, spined with bronze, and has a sun-like shape at its front, and a large red peacock feather that has been stained in her other hand, and she seems to be making some notes. The other one looks like a tabaxi, but a lot shorter and dressed in fine, noble clothes and a cap. They are busy over breakfast, and as you approach, the latter of them, the black-furred, cat-like person, turns his yellow eyes towards you, flipping coin in his hand. Hello, stranger.
Hello there. Is this seat available?
Ah, sure. He scoots right over. Aren't you the curious bunch? Look at your fancy clothes. Oh, we must be shopping in the same stores. I am Eugene Kvass, and he gives you a bow, and his little, what do you call a feather on a hat there? It's a little, there's a name for it.
Hat feather.
Hat, it's a little hat feather kind of bobs with him. And he's like, what brings you to Candlekeep?
Nice to meet you, Eugene. My name is Viren Ravenshade, and he'll return a similar bow
Mm-hmm.
and say, I'm here, on very dangerous business regarding,
A man of danger.
matters of, yeah,
Fascinating.
regarding
stuff.
matters of course, yes. You seem to be far away from home.
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Well, Thea and I are travelers from indeed far away, the lands of Humblewood, if you've ever heard of it. We are just here to gather some, lore and knowledge about your race and your people. As uncommon as we are in your lands, your kind is uncommon in ours, and we mean to add a few entries to the Avium libraries before returning home. Perhaps make some coin, like you. Adventure, perhaps not as dangerous, more on the safe side, for I value my life. But, never too much coin.
I see. Of course, knowledge is very useful in our lives. Are there any questions that you may be interested in asking me?
Sure. There. He turns to his friend there, who kind of does a little, cool, like her head swivels like bird-like very fast towards you, and with one swift motion, she closes her book and puts it on the table and puts down her quill and looks at you, blinking twice, adjusting her glasses there, and looks at you close and is like, yes, species Alphus marialus. Quite a fine specimen, yes. Yes. Ooh, fine mane you got there, yes. Ooh, very healthy. Ooh, must be using extra product. That's good grooming. Yes. Questions. You dressed like our kind, like the members of the Avium, the ones who conjure magic and the like. What would you be kind to show us, perhaps, some of your magic?
Viren will sort of smile kindly and nod his head before just quickly thinking over like all the spells that he has and then casting the minor illusion cantrip to create like the image of a dancing figure above his palm.
You hear Eugene Quest laugh. That is quite good. I too dwell in some transmutation magic. It's a bit different than yours here on the coast. And as he speaks, he kind of tosses the coin in the air, catches it, and sparks fly toward your dancing figure. And where the figure steps, little grass and flowers sprout here and there, and they seem kind of to remain genuinely growing on the table, kind of like moss, and it kind of remain there. More transmutation than illusion, but yeah.
Very impressive.
Is it true, Thea says, that your species is very much so sexually aggressive in their mating season during spring?
I wouldn't say spring specifically, but the humans do tend to breed.
You see her write an additional 3 lines below it and already like a line in her book. It's like, okay. Oh, season matus. Dot. Fascinating time. And she kind of immerses herself in the book. They seem to be a curious bunch. Travels from afar. If you have any specific questions toward them, they'll happily answer them. Other than that, from just brief conversation going on forward, you get a general air that they're here open to learn. Eugene especially is looking very much forward to witnessing some of your magic that is not practiced in our parts of the world. Have you dwelled in necromancy? Your kind, your people, dwell in the art of controlling the other side. It is a forbidden art where I come from, but I hear one figure especially is quite the extraordinaire in that field, and I look forward to witnessing his lecture come this noon.
Whose lecture exactly?
A certain Professor Levi.
I personally don't dabble too much in necromancy, but I'd be interested in seeing this lecture if I get around to it, if I find the time.
Join me then. Of course, you and your friends, grab your breakfast, make your dues. My friend and I have to make our readiness as well, but come noon, perhaps we'll see you up in Spires.
Perhaps. I'll look forward to it.
Gives you a smile, a fang smile. And, I'm just gonna move on to other members of the party. You can think of any other questions you might want to. Along this bar, looking around, other patrons, real quick, is your crew. Part of it. The bosun and the first mate, Moranos, sit at a table. This gentleman over here, Grovem Shez, who you rescued from that ship, has taken his time to buy new clothes, a hat, dry off and get into proper gear. Seats, it looks a little bit still shook from his trip, but as he catches your eyes, he gives you a reassuring nod. One patron stands out among the rest, an ogre wearing half-moon glasses and a gilded headband with an amethyst jewel at its center. He sits by himself, reading a book held in one hand, one enormous hand. A steaming cup of tea is held between the thumb and index finger of his other hand, pinky up.
He's got a headband event. Like, that's amazing.
The other patron seems to be some kind of bard wearing a silver mask, who, when Erwin and Faith took their seats, they just kind of like give you a nod, motioning toward a small bowl that sits right in front of her with a few coppers and silvers in it. On that, she sits there playing her kalimba, adding to the air of the inn.
Is that? I can't tell from the portrait. Is she wearing some kind of mask?
She is. She's wearing. This is the exact same person that you supposedly talked to when you sent your message. This is Gwen Shamor, the masked bard. She sits like there, cross-legged, playing her curious instrument, consisting of a wooden board with attached metal tines. Yeah, she's the one who was capable of doing the detect thoughts, sending, and telepathy in general.
Okay. Yeah. When during the detect thoughts, did that go off without a hitch and get like a hint that she was rooting around inside my brain for anything I wasn't trying?
Whenever somebody pries through your mind, it does feel like, especially when they're staring right at you, you do become very much aware of it. It's not an unpleasant feeling, but you do detect a presence, like a small reminder in the back of your mind, or a thought that's foreign to yours, a presence not of your own making. And there were no complications. She was able to find what she was seeking, and whatever message that you want to send to her, she could easily find that person. Yes. During the entire conversation, you did note that while she is capable of telepathy, she herself is mute.
Oh.
Perhaps that is what she thought the spells required to communicate in the first place. Through her art, through her music.
It's just gonna say fucking give her 10 gold in that bowl.
What? Yeah?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
As the coins tinkle one by one onto the metal bowl in front of her. What is your favorite melody? As you feel her politely caress the surface level of your mood, your surface level of your thoughts. What is a favorite tune of yours?
Just something right now, just something calm.
Yeah. So just as you do that, she begins to play that melody, and it feels familiar, very much so. Very off home. You wouldn't expect her to know it because it's Twin Songs Town original.
CC.
Like rude to talk to her while she's playing?
No. She's very much open to conversation. It's just she only replies via telepathy and one at a time kind of thing.
I'll ask her, if I may ask, how do you perform the verbal components of your spells?
You see that little hole in her kalimba, that little board? She touches it, and two lips form where the hole is, and close. And smile. A gentle smile.
It's like a... Oh, that's cool. That's
Magic
so
mouth.
Cool. Huh, that's so neat.
Ho ho.
I wasted the spell slot for this. Bullshit. Anyways. But yeah. Does Detect Thought require a verbal component? I don't think so.
I'm not about to rules lawyer, you're cool, NPC,
Yeah,
lawyer,
yeah.
dude.
If I'll say if she does require it, if it is required, she can magic mouth and it just works. If need be. Though I think I kind of felt it with detect thoughts not being a verbal component because of that. Yeah.
So cool.
Anyways, yeah.
Oh my god. Do we? So, I understand we have to.
Let me
talk
just scoot
to,
over there for you, bud. Sorry, what?
No, we have to talk to Silvera about sending today. But like I'll turn to the rest of the party. Do we have anything else we want to get done before we go?
I'm good.
It's all good. I'm ready.
Viren, I imagine Viren can hear that question since he's not too far away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll kind of just nod his head like in Valen's direction, not wanting to raise his voice too high, like amongst his new friends.
Think like a library. You can pretty much hear everybody like all throughout the hall. There's no shouting. Like even the bartender seems to like whisper the orders to the back. So it's a very library-ish vibe.
Even then, like in general, it's usually kind of rude to have conversations over other people.
Yeah.
You boys adventurers?
Faith steps outside. She just cries.
Something like that.
What you guys adventuring about?
Avernus.
Ah, that's a dope ass place.
Gotta get some nice toast there, I hope.
I don't think you're gonna get toasty.
Well,
Buns.
we will find out. There'll be a section in my book about it, maybe.
Hey, Mark.
What?
Buy a loaf of bread before we go. We
You
can
got
make
any bread?
Do we have any bread?
Well, you know what? No, I'll buy some tortillas. You get lots of tortillas.
No, we don't. Do we have any bread?
What?
Oh.
What the hell? What
Yeah.
the hell were the tacos made out of?
Yeah. Hold on.
Don't worry about it.
Hold on, brother.
What?
What? Okay.
I'm worried about it. I'm worrying.
Like you look back and Westick is like halfway through downing a shot glass of just fucking crawler blood. And he's-
Save me more fat.
It's like 7 in the morning.
Man, I need a
Class.
whole ass loaf
Hey,
of bread.
you know what? That guy was drunk last night. He didn't sleep. He just kept drinking.
Well, here. I put down 3 cups of White Claw.
And
mean,
you
I've
look
already-
down at him
it-
like
it's-
sweatily.
Is this the special?
This is the Takar special.
Oh, fuck me. I've had 2 of these. Okay. Down the hatches.
It tastes. Well, first of all, it's sharp. It's like white person spicy.
What do you mean, white person?
It's meant for like dwarves. So for your palate, roll me a Constitution save.
Oh.
It's like eating Fritos.
Con save, baby! Here we go!
Oh, it burns. Oh, it burns. Oh, and you have to swallow. Oh, and it just sustains there on your palate. And oh god, it's the worst.
No,
thing. And
Mark!
now it's in
Mark,
your
you
nose,
fool!
and it's just and you see
Mark
like
doesn't
Mork
know
tear
how to
up a
take
little
shots.
bit. Just a stoic face and like a
doesn't
single
know how to
tear
take
just
a
streams
shot.
down your down cheek.
I put my hand on the table. I look at Mark. I'm like, let me show you up.
Go with me a Constitution saving throw.
Will do.
I pour
Also,
myself one.
oh yeah.
And I
Also,
cheer them.
good time for me to look up drinking rules.
Get shut up, Mark.
Like it's nothing. Like it's absolutely nothing.
I'm like, that feels better. I turn around and walk out the door.
The buzz you had this morning, it's like an instant cure. It kind of balanced out that hangover with just more poison in your body.
Just more hangover.
I mean, it kind of works. Yeah. You walk outside, you see like Faith is leaning against the inn wall and all edgy and in the shadows and silent tears streaming down her cheeks.
Tibbert. I run over there.
And ignoring Faith, you approach Tibbert.
Hey,
Tibbert is outside with an tree that looks exactly like him, and they're both in the middle of conversation and in a language you've never heard before. Meanwhile, Kel over there just sits on the doors of the leading to the basement and absorbs him very silently with his tongue extended out. You walk up to the two trees and you don't realize which one's Tibbert because you're slightly racist. Just kidding.
Just slightly.
Hi, how's it going? They both say in unison. Fucking. Hey, how's it going?
I'm like, hey, Tibbert?
Yeah. Just kidding. Yeah, what's up? One of them answers.
Which one answers?
Hey,
This
half
one.
orc.
I say, I like, kind of wave at him, and then like outstretch my hand for like a big old tree handshake.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's more like a weird high five, but yeah. His hand outstretched to you, and your hands upon it is kind of like you're barely his thumb. You're barely holding his thumb when you handshake it, but yeah.
Ah, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then I kind of walk away and try my best to slap him on his tree ass. And then keep
Okay.
walking.
Yeah, tree booty.
It's
Demi-thick.
the alcohol kicking in. Okay, cool.
Guys, knock on wood.
Ooh, that was a good one.
I love it how I like to imagine like you tap his ass and then they have the trees like, is this guy bothering you? Like fucking.
Oh god.
I'm like, no, we're friends. It's chill.
Hey, I'm more of a friend of Tibbert than you ever will be.
Hey,
Tibbert,
man.
I'm part of Tibbert. Tibbert is
Just
part of me.
because you birthed him doesn't mean
No, we birthed each other.
Gross.
You didn't come out of Tibbert.
I literally came out of Tibbert.
Gross.
That's nasty.
Yep.
Balin's gonna walk over. Arrow, you're a little friendly there.
Ooh.
Balin's gonna walk over to Faith. Faith, are you everything alright?
As she takes away her hands away from her face, her arms and hands are shaking violently.
Who's crunching right now?
It's funny, they're trying to be quiet, but it's not. Just slow.
As she takes her hands away, you see she has a full tube of Pringles.
Take up the last one.
No, sorry, it's Mork eating part of a cucumber.
Shut up, Mark. Let Faith do a bit. I'm just happy she's role playing.
As she just falls to the floor.
Oh man. Balin's gonna go like make sure she doesn't, fall and hit her. On something.
You're crying because of the melody, and you can look at the fucking window, and the bard is like, just staring at you, like through the mask, like, yeah, weep, fucking. This is what your 10 gold buys you, fucking.
Is Faith like conscious, or is she like just breaking down sobbing?
Yeah, just breaking down at this point.
I guess Balin doesn't say anything, but he's just gonna sit there and kind of, be a physical presence, and like I don't know if she like slumps over or something. Make sure she
Oh,
doesn't-
I just imagine like Valen's on one side, and Erwin is on the other side, and they're both like one arm hugs on either side.
Yes.
Oh,
me
Comforting.
I'm gonna make that a drawing. I'm gonna make it a very wholesome drawing with Faith between you guys, and above on the window is just this.
Anyways,
Very creepily staring at it.
Yeah. I didn't realize how creepy it is actually. It's just mask and the fucking kalimba. It's actually kind of...
anyways,
Yeah.
Balin's gonna stay there as long as Faith is.
Faith takes out her knife, hands it to Erwin. Just fucking finish me already.
Oh, kind of put the knife under my ass, like.
Hold
Nah.
on to this.
That's maybe you shouldn't have that right now.
No killing in my bar.
Hey, we're not in it, man.
Hey, look, they're outside of the bar, buddy. You can calm down. I would just rather no one die.
I need more cucumber. Let's come do that thing.
Hey, more cucumbers.
Guys, perhaps this isn't an insult or an insinuation of weakness, but perhaps it would be best if you stayed behind rather than going to Avernus. You have a lot weighing on you, and what we're going to face could be too much, and it's more than I can ask of anyone. For your own sake, it's just better if you stay.
I'd rather not. Just hearing that fucking song reminds me of her.
You know, if it makes you feel any better, going down to the depths of Avernus is sort of like dying.
Hey man, just go.
Oh, he's going. He never stops walking. As he's talking to you guys, his voice kind of ebbs away back into the bushes, and he just rustles and fucks off from the scene. It's kind of like dying, you know. I used to be that once, and then I want.
That guy's real creepy.
Faith takes her knife back into her pocket.
I'm sitting on that right now, so unless you're good.
Yeah, you grab some butt.
I don't care.
Dexterity
Shove
contest.
them
Go.
off.
Your
Turns
hands
out
versus his
Erwin's
butt cheeks.
part
Let's
cake.
go.
Hey man, don't
Everything's
hey,
cake.
Everything's cake.
leave my ass alone, man. That's weird.
Now, question for you,
I
Faith.
don't
I'm actually
like you that
curious.
way.
Your dagger, is that the same one that your sister gave you? Like, since? Like, the same
is
one?
that the
Oh yeah, I kept that thing like safe. Like,
Dark!
Oh, Jesus! And me, so our entire family can be taken by this blade. Oh.
Hey,
The
now.
blade is 50 feet long.
That's a long blade.
That's that's
That was out of character. So
yeah.
the blade was 50 feet long. Sorry, out of character voice. There we go.
That's,
Sorry.
It's a
Alright.
long blade.
We've turned it into full-on circus mode at this point.
Welcome to D&D. Alright, yeah.
I would like to step out as I've noticed this, and I would like to ask if I could approach. Faith, are you alright?
I was never alright.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Mork steps a bit closer, kneels down.
Excuse me.
I don't know what it is to be alright. I don't think a lot of us know what it is. We just are.
We just
We
deal with it.
exist at the state of which we're in. I never had a real family. You do, and that's something more than a lot of people have in this world.
Ah, the sun is bright, guys.
But we're here with you. All of us. We're in this together. I might not be the smartest or the wisest, but I can tell you that none of us will give up on you.
Big old band of misfits.
We're a big old band of broken, lost people. Souls destined to something we never knew. Except for you, of course, and Erwin, and anyone else not from Alterel, but we're all going to the same place regardless.
It is a gatekeep being sad.
Faith looks up at Valen. Do you talk to the dead?
I see that being.
Interesting angle.
I might know an angel.
I do.
Why are you here?
I'm going back to the bar. Give me a moment.
He's been here the entire time, just kind of like leaning over, like at the door's threshold, just like wiping the same glass.
Most
He's like,
interesting thing that's happened to the bar in the last month.
all these
like,
interesting
oh,
multicolored NPCs, but this is by far the most interesting thing that happened this morning.
Yep. Next to this guy.
Yeah.
Was she? Was Celia a good person?
Yes and no.
I think that's true for a lot of people. Look,
We were just trying to help our parents. Dragged me into this fucking mess. But she was still my family.
your sister, even when it led to her death, she refused to kill for evil cause. And Valen kind of like twists his necklace with the symbol of Veil Matter around his fingers. My God provides a place of rest for those who die for others. I don't know if she's within his domain, but you'll owe me a favor, but I can try and get a message to her some way. If you could say one last thing to her, what would it be?
As much as you were an asshole to us,
What?
I wish I could just still give you a hug. For the amount of times you've tried.
That has to be the best compliment I've ever heard in my life. To another person.
I'll pass it on.
Thank you.
Alright. Well, have to Sophia today.
D&D is fun. We're here to have a good time.
Would you guys like to write a haiku? It's very balancing. Someone said my name.
Maybe not now.
Just okay.
Are we, like, is that all we want to do for the scene? Like, do we want to...
The scene.
The scene?
Oh, it's...
And scene. And the Oscar goes to
Hold on.
Faith.
Oh, guys.
I get it.
No.
We're
Is this a regular tree right here?
What?
Which one of these is a regular tree?
No.
That's the tree going, what?
Who you calling a regular tree?
Take 1d20 damage.
Yeah. I mean, like, you look around every single tree and they do seem to have faces in them, but they're not quite awakened yet. Not quite grown, not quite ripe enough to witness the world yet.
Sorry, honey, your trees aren't ripe enough yet. Come back
They're
next
just
week.
Okay, so just out of character, Faith, so I think I got the first bit. As much as you were an asshole to us, I still wish I could give you a hug. Was there anything else besides that? I may have misheard.
No, that was it.
Okay, yep. Got that written down.
Triangles.
Right. As you guys kind of sit outside and witness the morning rise and come to fruition, the sound of a violin can be heard from just beyond the pub's doors, coming from the outside just to your south. A tall, raven-haired woman dressed in bright silks and the color of orange and yellow sits by the campfire outside. She has a violin resting on her shoulder and plays this almost fitting melancholic melody that blossoms as the strings are being played by her dexterous hands. You notice other features of hers as she's prominent in the background. She doesn't say much, but still is there. She has a prosthetic leg tapping along with a slow beat, and a large hatchet that lays by her side. And sitting beside her on a log across from her is this elderly man with a crooked nose, white hair, and piercing eyes. Studs dart between you and then back to his book. See a cane that lays by his side, and it just seems to be immersed in his journal. Aside from that, the morning is fitting, serene. Nothing pierces the silence except for bird calls and the sylvan tongue of trees talking to each other, which sounds like just wind rustling.
Faith,
Mm.
are you ready?
No, but I guess we have to go.
Please, don't have to go. You could stay behind.
No.
All of you, this is our last chance to turn back. There's no dishonor in it. You can still do good here on the material plane, but when we go down there, we may die. If there's ever something you wish you could have done, now is the chance.
What is something that Faith wishes she would have done before she died?
What?
What is something that Faith wishes she has done before she died? If she had a chance to do one thing, fulfill one thing.
Go to the tallest mountain in the town and build a small house. Be by myself.
A mountain hut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Byron, what's the tallest mountain on Faerun?
Are you asking me that? Why would you expect me to know
in
that?
character.
To know that.
You're the scholar. Out of any of us, you're the most likely to know geography.
Do I roll a history check for this?
I used to live on a mountain.
You know what? Sure, history fits the history of the world. Why not? If that's what you want to roll. It's a good intelligence-based check, yeah.
Mountainography.
He just,
I
he just
do
adds it there
divination,
out the
but
blue.
okay,
It's
I
like,
suppose
sure.
delve in some geography. Yeah, just a single roll into history, yeah.
Mountainography.
You don't know much about it. It's more like a fun fact that you've read somewhere that makes for high gossip. But the tallest summit in all of Faerun, in all of the land, is Mount Speartop, which is over 15,000 feet.
No, that may not be the good one.
I'll let them know that.
Over the southwestern corner of the Cloud Peaks, to the northwest where Hamler Hills and St. Cartwell Vale end, stands Mount Spearpoint at 14,500 feet, which for you non-Americans is 4,400 meters above sea level. 4K. That's 4 kilometers.
I like the feet better.
Making it. Yeah, it is.
You said meters.
By
So I
far.
was like, huh?
You can always go to Mount Hot now, I'm sure. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a fucking active volcano. Anyways. Yeah.
Well, there's Mount Speartop, but you still go with us. I know a different mountain. One that isn't on this world and isn't measurable in feet.
How
Perhaps we'll
high
see
is
there.
it?
You also know there's only one way to get to that mountain.
Dying? I would
Not
guess.
just. It's not that simple.
Oh.
Well,
Perhaps
no.
I'll see you on.
Yeah.
And he's gonna stand up and offer a hand. Perhaps I'll see you on the slopes of Mount Celestia someday.
Faith takes his hand, gets up on her feet, almost falling over again.
Easy
Thank you.
A voice pipes up from south, a foreign accented voice coming from the raven-haired woman who has put down her violin. If it is fate you are uncertain about, perhaps I can aid you.
Yo, lady. Oh no, my microphone just fell.
Happens.
Get up there.
You want to run uptown with Papa to help Papa get his dad's first
Oh, sure, Mom. Oh boy, do I.
God damn.
There's nothing I would like more, Mother. Wanna go with Pop to town? Yes, Erwin.
Oh god, that was my grandmother, not my mother, but
They're all
That's
mothers.
adorable.
and my microphone just fell off the table that it was on, or the stand is just
Wow,
like
didn't even hear it fall. Impressive.
it fell
Young-
onto my. I
young
have it on my
girl.
stand, and it fell onto my knee.
This raven-haired woman turns to you. She has in her hand a deck of cards, a long deck of cards. And if you are uncertain of your fate, if you fear for your life, perhaps I can offer some reassurance.
We don't want any of your stuff, lady. Thank you, but
You
no,
want
thank you.
us?
Faith pushes everyone out the way. Speak for yourself, bitch.
Oh, okay.
My.
That's Faith's way of
You all
saying,
are
like,
so
I know you care, but I
violent.
love you, but, like, let me make my own decisions, Dad.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. Go get your hopes up with some weird lady with some cards. I'm gonna go get myself a drink.
As everyone's walking away, Faith goes over. We met with strangers like how many years ago?
We what now?
We met as strangers how many years ago?
I don't know.
I
Dude,
think the
hasn't
joke
been-
is not many years ago.
Not many years ago. You
Shush.
barely, like, 2 months.
Josh.
Your opinion doesn't matter.
I mean, God knows how long Faith has been stalking everybody in this party from the shadows, but let me
Hey, man. Yeah.
We love you anyways.
I mean, I made her first blade, did I not?
Yes.
So, yes. Anyways, I am standing inside this hole.
You can come closer. I don't bite anymore.
I'm stuck. My token won't move.
Unfortunate that you walked into the one pixel I put fucking dynamic lighting on. Come, girl. I won't hurt you. I promise. I mean only well. I'm over here.
Where?
I'm over this.
I'm over here by this log, as I described.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I forgot that part existed.
I can approach you, I suppose. And she gets up and she kind of like leans against the rapier, kind of using it as a walking stick to get up. She has a slight limp with her prosthetic leg. But would you like perhaps to sit somewhere more comfortable? My wagon has pillows, sofas, just for you to relax. My art, Zavistani, is quite the interesting one. But you see, I'm gifted with seeing the future, and where you are uncertain, I provide certainty. I provide dawn, sunsets, nights, betrayals, destiny.
Sure. Only if it's just you and I.
She snaps her fingers, and the door to her wagon magically flings open. You can kind of see a purplish light coming from within.
Have fun.
As she steps inside with you, she takes a seat, shuffling the cards. And she ushers you inside, one at a time. Perched along the roof are several songbirds that kind of chirp as you make your way in. They nestle and tweet in high pitched chimes. From behind rose-tinted windows, you can make out the candlelight from within the wagon. The room itself is lit with low-burning candles and tiny bells that hang from multicolored string that are secured to the ceiling. A low table is set at the side, covered by a black satin cloth. The inside of the wagon is warded by some sort of spell. Like even you who is unfamiliar with magic can still feel a charge in the air. Nonetheless, as you proceed through, you feel no.
Do I notice anything beyond suspicious in this room?
Do me a perception check. Or investigation, since you're actively looking for it. Whichever one is, investigation. 17, that's wonderful. As you enter the wagon, you reflexively check out every suspicious or expensive item within. Nothing suspicious beyond that little charge of aura. A few strange artifacts, like a bird skull that has like a few feathers, just sketchy voodoo kind of vibe to it, but nothing trap-wise or anything. However, looting this place would fetch a pretty penny if the goods are fenced to the right person. An especially shiny dagger rests within arm's reach in a nearby cloth drawer. The gypsy's hands you a deck of cards, kind of catching attention back. Unless you wish to do anything before she does that.
No, I'll just immediately turn to her again.
As she hands you the deck of cards, you notice that the cards are elongated, too large to pocket. And the top one is 17 investigation. Yeah, the top one is stained with fresh blood that was not there a moment ago. But worry not. The cards only speak in the way that gods themselves speak, through strange ways. They will not harm you.
Faith flips over the card.
Okay. As you flip over the card. Oh, right, my entire fucking feed is backwards. I'm sorry. Give me a moment. Fuck it, we'll do it live. I don't have the webpage open. As you flip over the card,
Fuck it!
I'm gonna roll for one 3 cards and an all by heart. Oof. So flip over the card. It portrays a guild member holding up 4 coins. Each of them is shiny. A 5th one is being offered by hand just outside the frame of the card. Ah, she says, the merchant. I see in your future a change of heart. Perhaps you are meant to give just a little bit more than you're used to, and in return, you'll be rewarded with a hidden... And she flips over the next card, and it features a skull within a glass container. Artifact. Your charity and change of heart might be the key for you to escape from the fate which you fear, for this entrapment which you find yourself. With just a little bit more kindness, with just a little bit more of a push forward.
Faith just looks around her and the room in. Just nods, wiping out the rest of her tears.
Would you like to flip another card, perhaps? We can read more into it. The deeper we go into the accuracy, the more specific my visions become.
Sure.
Okay. So you flip over the card. Ah, I see that which you fear. You fear darkness, death, the ever-lurking presence of something just beyond the shadows. Your enemy is a creature lurking, and this card reveals him. In front of you is a picture of a beast climbing over an iron rock fence. The beast has a rat-like feature to it, with patches of fur missing, revealing scars along its body.
Oh shit.
I see it clearly now. A great hall. An ancient lost paradise. Yes. There you will find him. That which you fear most. It seems The straight stick has passed away, but his soul is just within reach.
Faith just sits down, just takes it in. Can I ask you an odd question?
And I can provide you an odd answer.
That golden dagger,
Yes.
how much?
Deep. Ah,
Wait, what do you ask?
How much is that golden dagger?
Oh, okay.
I suppose I could use some gold for my travels. After all, I'm not staying here long, and where I'm going, I'll need it. I'll sell you the golden dagger for 25 pieces.
Faith just goes into her pocket, drops 25, and goes, "Give me."
Need it. Alright, cool. Deduct 25 and add the golden dagger. I'll tell you what it does in a bit.
Give me a second. I need a calculator because, oh my god.
I mean...
Yeah,
just-
math is rough.
I wish I could, like, press arrow keys and just, yeah. Should have added the entire deck into this.
Ah, shit, wrong fucking thing. I'm a
Hey,
dumbass.
Erwin, do you want to know a fun fact?
Erwin.
He said he'd be right back.
Oh, okay.
That's that was Bappo, wasn't it?
No,
Oh no.
it
Sorry.
does
I see it as well.
It's funny, she says. If you would have drew this card backwards, the merchant, the 4 of coins, it usually means deceitful or dangerous business transactions. Ha, thankfully. You drew it face up. Or face down. Facing me. You'll never know. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around. It's just my jokes. With stunning humor. With stunning humor. Stunning humor. This is a rare commodity, and a rare business opportunity, and you're rolling weapon proficiencies, like, just deduct 25 gold and add an item to your inventory, man.
And how much for your services today?
Oh, I don't charge for healing. And plus, I'm 25 gold reacher, as is. Consider that payment enough, dear girl. I just hate to see another woman cry. Give you a smile. And she flips
Thank
the
you.
final card, and she lets you keep it. The card... 3 of glyphs, eh? Oh, cute. The card features... I wonder if I can just post these cards in... Oh, I can post them in general. The card looks like this. And you have it in your inventory. 3 glyphs, the healer.
Oh, the healer.
Worry not, little child. All scars heal, without exception. Those who practice the healing arts perhaps mend the wounds and the flesh, but only time heals the soul. Right.
You know,
Thank
it just
And Faith just walks out.
You know, it just occurred to me, out of character, Faith, what spells do you have? I don't think I've ever seen you use any.
I don't think I have any.
What? I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have some.
No. No.
Wait, isn't
rogues
Faith
don't
a
have those
rogue?
spells. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a hired
I don't
killer.
think rogues
She
can
doesn't really
spell.
involve the magic.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's a rogue?
Yeah.
Only arcane trickster rogues.
She's been
get
fighting
spells.
with a bow this whole time. I thought for a second she was a ranger.
You can be a rogue and fight with a bow.
Fire and brain off moment.
That's fine.
I've got something I want to just purchase or see if they have available at a magic item shop once we're done. But,
Yeah, for sure. So, for the sake of expediency, do add a card to your inventory, Faith. It's important. For the sake of expediency, I can tell you real quick what is around. Let me just close off. Yeah.
I just like, is she also offering other members?
She does, and other stalls in the bazaar do as well. And you guys had enough time to kind of explore the bazaar. Her specifically, Yeah, I also have my fair share of wares. I have Vistani ointments, good for healing burns and such. I have love potions, if you're into those. No, let's see. I have other treasures I've gathered over the years, and as she ramages through her wagon, shows you them one by one. I have this curious quiver here. Quiver efficiency, if you ever heard of one. Quite useful. I have silvered weapons tuned through. Very useful if you're battling the undead and such.
You're right. A tarot reading, please.
Sorry? Tarot reading?
It was
Oh.
like you just gave to.
I'm going to turn you up just a little bit there so you're not cutting off.
Sorry, no, I was speaking really quiet. Like you just gave to my companion there.
Yes.
Please. For myself.
Did she say she had
For
silvered
sure.
weapons?
And she ushers you into the candlelit room for you to sit on any place you're comfortable.
No, I don't think she did. I don't think she mentioned that.
What? Mentioned what?
Erwin was asking a question.
I didn't hear the question. That's why I'm asking.
She said she had silvered.
Yeah,
weapons.
silvered weapons and such.
Okay.
Yeah, ponder that.
I have a question for when.
Ponder that. Yeah, sure.
Gonna stab him real good.
So, Valen, do you just enter, or do you like investigate around, or?
I mean, I guess he's gonna be slightly worried that the love potions are dangerous. I'm just gonna do. I'm pretty sure I prepare for detect magic. Let me just check if I did. Spells. Do detect magic. Okay. I guess I'll do detect poison and disease.
Can you link it in chat so I can see the specifics so I just don't read it wrong, just beyond its spell name? For the duration as you cast this, you sense the location of poisons around 30 feet of you. You can also identify the kind of poison is. As you concentrate on a spell, you are relieved that, along with the various potions that she offers, none of them carry any detectable poison.
He'll just.
I mean, like, additionally with that, since you are casting a spell, there's no trickery in this. There's no stone or metal containers. Most of the containers are made of wood and are not thick enough. Don't seem thick enough, at least, to contain any poison.
Okay. These love potions, you said? Isn't that
yes.
a bit, suspicious?
Wrong button. Sorry.
How to just, I suppose, give that to people that could be used to violate someone's trust, could it not?
I see where ethics can be a question, but I believe that there's a lesson to be learned in every action, and if one regrets theirs, then my hand, operate within confines of teaching them that lesson. And if not, well then, merry weather, and we have a newlywed couple. I'm just trying to make gold to survive my journey, wherever it takes me. I'm carrying forward family tradition, and filters of love, they're a high commodity. Even willing participants take them just for the euphoria of sensation.
That's true. Then just the tarot reading, please.
Sure. As you sit down and you cast your spells, you too kind of like felt that as you walk through some sort of force field. For just a moment, you felt your heart be judged by an invisible hand. And then the feeling ebbed away. The gypsy woman hands you the deck of cards for you to shuffle. The deck feels light as a feather in your hand and cool like spring water. I have the handout actually ready now, so go ahead and roll me. I know it's weird. I want to see if it works. Go ahead and roll me a 1d56.
A d56?
Yes, I have 56 cards remaining in this. Okay, 20. That really helps me. The cartridge draw. Interesting. The cartridge draws. I'll show you what it looks like. because I have the pages for it. All sorts. The hooded one. Control Shift S 7. There we go. And that is in general. The card you draws and hands before you is 7 of Swords, the hooded one, a figure holding a sword. Its eyes cast in shadow. This card speaks of bigotry, intolerance, xenophobia, or perhaps, if we look deeper, a mysterious presence or a newcomer in your future. Perhaps a new face to join your party, one that will not be accepted at first, but hopefully, as she turns the next card and we roll another 1d56, as I'm making the stuff on the go. I thought this was gonna be a good bit. Oh god, what have I done? Okay, 44. That is 6 of Glyphs. Flips over a card featuring a man with a blazing pyre behind him. 6 of Glyphs, the Anarchist. A fundamental change brought by one whose beliefs are being put to the test. Perhaps this card speaks of you. Perhaps this card speaks of him. We shall see whose beliefs are being put to the test first, and what radical change that will bring.
A question.
Yes.
You said about the hooded one, a new face who might not be accepted at first, but I didn't quite. What was this second part of that sentence?
The first part of she was speaking about like a new face that might join the party, but it is quite possible that this new face will experience intolerance or xenophobia, misacceptance, not being as welcome to the party as initially.
Okay. Alright, thank you. And the third card?
The final card, as you flip it, go ahead and roll me one final 1d56. And you get to keep this card, and they all do things going forward. 50. Oh, okay, good. These are. Oh, that's a high deck. Okay. 50. Oh, that's dark. This is quite dark. I see. And she flips over a card, and looks. It reads the broken one, and it looks like so. And you get to keep this one.
Oh.
Yes. I see in your future defeat, failure, despair, the loss of something or someone important without which you will feel incomplete. I wish I could like copy and paste this. I'm gonna do that on my own time, but yeah. Okay. I'll remember which card was which. Yes.
Is that like the one of crowns, or what is the number?
That is, it's a high deck. You ruled very high. It is a very strong, certain message. It is a very strong fate. The high deck only contains 12 cards in this 56 card deck. It's a very rare fate tied to individuals of very bold destinies.
Thank you.
And it is yours to keep.
Take his leave. He'll I guess he'll take his leave, unless was you gonna say something?
No. As you take a card, it feels as you felt the first time, very cool to the touch, but perhaps kind of troubling. But there's definitely a magical aura to them, to these cards. Right. Erwin, you were sorry, I don't know your name. You there with the blonde beard and broad sword. You want to procure weapons, and I carry them. I unfortunately do not carry anything as large as that finely crafted weapon, but perhaps
then never mind.
I perhaps could silver the one already existing.
You could do that?
Yeah.
I'd take her up on the offer. It's pretty useful.
I would.
How
Yes. You can do that for
It'll
me.
take me a while. Perhaps you could take a walk and browse around the bazaar for your leisure, but it won't take me too long, 20 minutes at most, for the ritual to be complete. I utilize special Vistani techniques, for, as you see, I don't have a forge. But I've been doing it for quite long. And it will come cheap for you.
How much?
Your friends are really give you 25 gold, and I really only need 100 gold to make my journey to Darklands. 75 gold is a fair deducted price for perhaps a new friend.
75?
75.
I'll pitch in 25. I want to get a reading as well.
Sure.
So wait.
So 75 subtract 25.
50.
Okay. 50.
It's 50.
Just deduce them from your inventories as appropriate. And she will gladly do a reading. I'm gonna do 3 cards per person, just for the sake of expediency. But for a second time, Hunter, I'm gonna do a card reading for you. Roll me a 1d56 as you enter the tent, and I describe to you what you
boss
witness.
man. 1d56.
As I describe to you what you witness.
How do you roll a 56?
1d56. You just type it in. The same as any other dice. It just has 56 sides to it. And if it's
so /R.
Yeah, /R1d56. Mork, as you enter the wagon, you notice a few potted plants along the window sills, basking in the sunlight. Their petals are multicolored, each featuring deep shades of crimson, green, dark blue, white, and onyx black. The gypsy hands you a deck of cards, and as you shuffle them, touching the cards sends a wave of nausea throughout your body that lingers there for a moment before ebbing away.
Ooh. Never get used to that kind of feeling. What is your name, Gypsy?
Esmeralda de Avenir.
You from the lands of Barovia.
How did you know?
The monks at Altarau have many, many shelves of knowledge. We have a few rare finds.
Indeed, while Vistani is truly not from anywhere specifically, as we are travelers about, I visited the place for a length of time more comfortable than I wished. Anyways.
Well.
Flipping the first card. Go ahead and roll. You roll a 9. Yikes.
Yeah. Big yikes.
I arranged them like not by houses, but by like worst to best.
Yes.
Except for the high decks, which is like obviously bold. Ah, the Master of Swords, the warrior. I see in your future strength and force personified. Violence. Those who use force to accomplish their goals. Perhaps your friends, perhaps you.
Perhaps.
Flipping another card.
I will.
Please be another fucking 8 or some shit. Hello? Did you roll? 25. Ah, the Enchanter, 3 of Stars. In a turmoil that comes from confusion, fear of failure, or false information?
I see. Interesting.
It's almost like I'm giving you a vague reading of your future that will lead to inner turmoil.
Ooh, let's see what the last one says.
The last one, please roll a high card. It's like you're rolling the card, I can hear the whoop. Oh, just. The Tempter. Another hijack card. One who has been compromised or led astray by temptation. I see them now. Oh, the foolishness. I see in your future one who tempts other for evil ends. And she hands you the Tempter card.
Well. Thank you. I have much to reflect on. May you have a pleasant day.
Any usual?
So, who wants some secret Eldritch knowledge?
Right. So, Erwin, silvering your sword will take about 20 minutes. Real quick, the bazaar, if anybody wants to shop for anything aside from love filters and
oh yeah, how much is that quiver?
The quiver is 200 gold pieces.
I throw all my money at the woman to take the quiver.
All of it?
Well, I have 40 left over.
All right.
I now have the quiver.
You go ahead. You can add it from the Compodium, I believe, or I can just do it for you.
Would you mind doing it?
I think I'm sharing Compodium with you, so you can just look up Quiver of Efficiency and just drag and drop it to your
Yeah, I'll
inventory.
give it a shot then.
Yeah, it should work.
Quiver.
Yes, and I don't think it requires a tool.
Efficient quiver?
No, Quiver of Efficiency.
Yeah, I found it.
I
got it.
I don't think it requires attunement, so you know off the bat what it does.
I will open the sheet for it.
It does not require.
It does not require attunement.
Neat. All right.
God, I'm a walking armory now. That's great. I love it.
Aside from
And
that,
how much is this thing?
What?
2 pounds.
Yeah, it's pretty light. It's magically enlightened. Enlightened?
Love it.
Not the word I'm looking for.
Ah, it works.
Does it?
Sort of.
Okay. Just for the sake of expediency, real quick, let's go over to the bazaar for some more options for you guys. I know Viren was inquiring about them, so he kind of did a little bit of shopping around. Situated at the foot of Candlekeep Castle is a bazaar composed of open-air wagons and shop buildings lining the inner wall. Merchants sell all manner of street food and trinkets throughout. The streets are illuminated by floating drift globes, casting a bluish light floating gently midair. There are several shops. One of them is the Three Cauldrons Potion Brewery, which sells all matters of mold, poisons, potions, and it's ran by Jenny Greenleaf, a haggard old lady, and her poor man assistant, Puffball. There is Whizbang's Wondrous Wands, self-explanatory, sells all manner of war rods, wands, and the like. There's Salazar's Scribe Shop, selling all manner of spell scrolls that you might need to grab with you in preparation for where you're going. Aside from that, I can offer you any other shops you might be looking for.
I'm looking for, I don't know if they'd have it, but Valen's looking for a dread helm. It's a common wondrous item.
Let me see. I'm just gonna look. First of all, I'm gonna look it up just to see what I'm looking at. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, awesome. Yeah, easily you can find that over at Wilfred Whizbang's Emporium of just enchanted goods.
Okay.
This stone building has a blue tilted roof and features a front display behind which you can see a variety of wands and magic items on satin pillows presented for window shoppers. An animated painting of wizard dueling hangs above the door, reading Whizbang's Wondrous Wands and others. As you enter the shop, a small bell announces your entrance. The walls are lined with wands secured in glass panes. Each has a small gilded plaque below it describing the wand's function and price. Ornate mirrors can also be found here, as well as a variety of magic items, and the helm you're looking for, just on its own crimson satin pillow. The shopkeeper himself is an overweight gnome with curled mustache dyed bright pink, who can be none other than Whizbang himself.
Just out of character, do we want to kind of like hold off on deciding on exactly what this thing looks like until perhaps later, since I don't want to go like scrolling through Pinterest in the middle of a session, of course.
Sure. You know what? You know how magic items can like fit to any head that they don them on? I don't see any reason why the effect cannot take different color, shape, effect. It's mostly like aesthetic anyways, so it's up to you to customize 100%.
Okay, yeah. I'm for now. I'm just going to say that it's this very like smooth steel helm, very devoid of like humanity and.
I mean, you have 4 hours. This guy can pretty much customize it to your needs as you're fitting it, as he uses a wand to mold the metal to your shaping, to your liking. Yeah, absolutely, 100% to your. Yeah.
We'll look back on this and figure out what it exactly looks like later. For now, how much does it cost?
Oh, for that bit of selection, let me see here. That's a pretty common item. It will run you no more than 120 gold, perhaps.
Shit.
He strokes his mustache, twirling it.
All right, hang on a sec. Let me
You could barter.
let me see
You could.
how much money I have.
Yeah. It's just his initial offer. It's all on the barter system.
120. He said.
Yeah.
1 second. Well, I have. If I use all my. Oh, that's not very much at all. Okay, hang on a sec. I have. Just shy of 60 gold pieces. I won't insult you by trying to haggle the price down to that. I do also have. I have 25 gold pieces worth of powdered silver. I imagine that may be worth its price here.
I will take it for half the price that it sells on the market to deduce it from the total.
Unless that's enough to bring it up to a cost you'd be willing to part with it for, I'm afraid there's better uses for the silver. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Out of character, I mean, is anyone willing to, like, loan me some money for this? Or...
How much do you need?
What do you need?
He said, how much did he say, Tom? Like
120 initially?
Alright. Can I try and barter that down?
Sure. You may certainly try. Go ahead and roll me persuasion. Just kind of act it out a little bit, just so I have an idea of what I'm working with.
Sure. Perhaps you'd be willing to part with that for a bit smaller price. I only have so much money, and I'm spending the last of what I have before I go somewhere where money won't be of much use to me. It's all I can part with.
He twirls his mustache. 90 gold. Fight will offer.
Is it 90? I have 59. Alright. In that case, is anyone able to loan me like 31 gold?
I have an idea. How about a bulk order? 40 gold. How many arrows can I get with that?
I'll let him shop for his item first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, just out of character. Like, we assume Valen goes to talk to someone, borrows some money, blah blah blah.
Faith just looks at him and goes, "Just shut up." Just drops 90 on the counter.
Okay. Don't mention it.
She pays for the whole thing?
Duh.
She's secretly loaded. She doesn't believe in money from.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
The gnome quickly grabs 90 gold and kind of looks at it for a moment and is like, suckers. Yeah, all yours. You have a color preference, and he just goes through the process of kind of customizing it. We're just gonna say it will take about half an hour to go through the process of making it perfect just for you. Go ahead and add a dread helm to your inventory. Pretty cool item. I wonder.
Faith looks at Valen.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah.
Is this a favor done for? For what you did for me?
Ooh, I see.
Settled.
Fair enough.
You feel the merchant card, the one with 4 coins and the 5th being offered, fizzle out as you gain inspiration. You know how to mark that on your sheet? Faith? Friend? As you feel the merchant card fizzle out, the one about philanthropy and giving a little bit more, being a little bit more generous, as it fizzles out, you feel inspiration. Feel it from within. Do you know how to mark inspiration on your sheet?
Just click on the thing that says inspiration.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Alright. Mark, real quick. 40 arrows? Like just plain arrows?
Yeah.
Because you can just load yourself now.
I can have up to 60.
Yeah.
They're 1 gold piece for 20.
I'll take 60 then.
Yep, 3 gold pieces, easy. Just add 60
Dang.
arrows. Yeah. Anybody else wants
That's
to?
437. Oops.
Walking around the shop, you read plaques and you see the following merchandise around.
Ooh.
Viren would like to sell his spell books. He'll go to a
Sells our
magic
scribe shop, perhaps?
Yep.
Or would you like to sell it to somebody else? It's up to you.
He'll sell at a scribe shop. Yeah.
Okay. Surrounded by a verdant public garden, this single-story building of polished marble has a dwarf-wrought iron benches and fences in front of it. A sign nailed above the door reads Salazar's Scribe Shop. Inside you can see a vast collection of adventurers' maps hanging from the walls, and sitting behind a waist-high desk is a thin, elderly dwarf with a thick white braided beard and whiskers, a balding head and an observant squint. Scrolls are stacked from floor to ceiling in a honeycomb-like shelf at the back wall, all capped in bone or metal tubes to preserve them from crawling away in the moisture. Aye? What can I do for you?
Viren will walk in and carefully take out the Van Thampier spell books, placing them each on the counter in front of him and like opening them slowly to show him the
As you do
spells
that, do you
are
mind
inside
just,
of it.
do you have the handout for them, or do we literally just see that out in the beginning of the session?
I
have them in
We
notes.
do have the handout for them.
Okay, do you?
It's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Do you want me to just like copy and paste?
I
everything
just want
into
to
it?
see the spells. Oh yeah, I see them. Vanthera spell books. I see them in front of me. It's all good. I just want to see how many spells and how much you can sell them for, because they'll sell for quite fucking a lot.
Yeah,
Holy
there's
shit.
18 level 1 spells in it.
Oh god. Alright. Bartering is persuasion, I'm gonna say. Just because charisma roll. Go ahead and roll persuasion. I'm gonna see if he's willing to pay for spells he already has. 18 fucking... Okay, fine, let's sleep. I'm looking for like the rare spells he doesn't have. Okay.
I think I'm gonna use my inspiration on this roll.
You do that. I think I'm gonna go with my noble background and fucking draw up this money bank. 300 gold pieces per every third fucking level spell. Is
A
Tasha's,
21.
Is Tasha's hideous? Okay, Tasha's hideous laughter. Is that a third level spell, and you're gonna just fucking get 300 gold for it? Oh, thank God, it's just first level. Okay. Are these all first level spells? Yeah, I think
all
so.
of them are first level spells.
And they're all 18? Okay, awesome. Alright, hold on.
I double
math
checked
time.
this
18,
beforehand.
18 times 25. Yes. 18 times 25 is how much gold he's willing to pay for that for all 3 books. It's a fine collection. Lad, almost said lass. I'll give you...
Yes, you know.
4 platinums and 50 gold, almost said 4.5 platinums.
Isn't a platinum each only 10 gold?
Well, aren't we
40
clever?
platinums.
I'll give you 45 platinum.
Holy crap.
Okay. That sounds like a good deal to me.
Thank you for your generous donation. Ooh, mage armor. Ooh, magic missiles. Ooh, this wizarding school definitely does not have those spells in the library. Fucking. Good. Go ahead and add 45 platinum pieces as he buys all 3 books. Just so you know, unless you copy spells from those books, you will not be able to do that anymore. Yeah?
What do you mean?
Unless you copied the spells from any of those 3 books, any spells you did not copy, you will not be able to now. Yeah?
Oh, yeah, I didn't want any of those spells anymore.
Cool! I'm getting rid of that handout because they're... Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep it just in case, because we're still here. I'm going to yeet it out when we go to, like, onwards.
Yeah,
Alright.
The only reason I didn't sell the other spell book I have on me is because I still wanted to copy some of the spells on it. I assumed you wouldn't
Yeah,
let
yeah.
me copy any spells that I'd sold.
And I have them in my notes too. Yep. Okay, sounds good. In terms of, just so we finish one shop at a time, in terms of the Wands Emporium, anything that catches you guys' attention before we move on?
I'm good.
Any spell scrolls you wish to purchase? First level, second level, third level cantrips?
Oh, actually, I gotta think on that. I'll just give you the name if I think of one.
Okay, well, you can just do that in hindsight. The last shop I can offer you guys, unless you have something else you want specifically looking for, will be 3 cauldrons.
Viren would be interested in buying the Wand of the War Mage and the Wand of Shield.
Wand of the War Mage. 250 gold. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice.
I suppose you can afford that now, can't you?
Yes, we can.
Oh, yes.
One
Yes,
of
he
the
can.
War Mage. 5e. I believe it's just a plus
Completely
1.
loaded.
What?
He's totally loaded with money.
So it will cost you 250 gold to buy the Wand of the War Mage. I can add it to your sheet, or you can do it yourself from the Compodium. It's literally right there. It's Wand of the War Mage 1.
Yeah, I'll add it myself.
Yep. Sweet. 250 gold for that one. And what else did you want?
The Wand of Shield.
Okay. But just so you know, I believe while you are holding this one, attack and addition, you ignore half. You can requires attunement, and then Wand of Shield requires attunement. Wand of Shield 5e.
Can I not use both of them?
I'm thinking here.
You can have,
I'm
have
gonna
up to
say
3
same wand can do both. If you pay for both, it can give you like the +1 wand can cast shield.
Oh, I would.
Because otherwise you're like it's sucking a lot of attunement slots, which can be useful going forward.
Okay.
It's also a wand. It's not you're literally giving away spells for yeah. So for your Wand of the War Mage under Treasure, add Wand of Shield under it, and I'll MacGuffin it after the session. For Wand of Shield, you know what it does, right? Obviously.
Yeah, it casts shield.
I think I wrote charges for it too. Yeah. I'll handle it for this session, and I'll do a write up for it next session for sure. Okay. Anything else in the
Hey Tom.
Yes.
What did that golden dagger do?
Dagger made it.
I mean, aside from being like really shiny.
Oh, I thought I just did something fancy. If it's just there for shiny looks,
I
I'm
mean,
just like,
it's a 25 gold.
Pet
If
it
it's 25 gold pieces dagger, it's just really fancy. I'll think of something cool by next session, I promise. I just don't want to improvise on the spot, like, and then like come up with something better later. I want to do something cool for it, but within 25 gold, like fairness.
Okay.
It's a really fancy dagger, though. It's pretty neat. Yeah.
Any shops that would sell magic items useful to Erwin?
I mean, you're standing one right. The Emporium sells all manner of magic items, from common commodity to some uncommon wands and rods. They don't really go into the uncommon field in terms of other artifacts. But are you looking for an item specifically? And I can tell you if there's a shop in here for it.
Not necessarily. I was just like,
it's kind of like how Valen knew what he was looking for, and it's a common item. Yeah. Most likely he'll find it. If you're not sure, then it will most likely come up later in the venture. I promise.
All right.
Yes. Are we good, guys?
I am just going to buy.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think how much holy water should I get. Probably a fair bit because we're gonna need it. Yeah, I'll get 2 flasks of holy water. No, actually, probably 3 flasks of holy water, and just mark that down on my sheet here.
You know how much they cost, obviously?
25 gold each, and Electrum is, it's like, it's twice
it's
as
half
much
a gold.
Electrum as,
yeah.
So 50 Electrum for, so 50 Electrum for
25 gold.
Flat?
Yeah. 50 Electrum is 25 G. Yeah.
Then I get 2, and then I use 2 of my plat to or some of
Yeah.
my plat to get that.
Yeah,
So yeah, 2.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, like, if anybody wants to buy any other potions aside from holy water, I can act out the Three Cauldrons Brewery. Up to you guys.
Can I buy a dog?
Um,
Wait.
Arrowwind, yes, not from a shop. Hold that thought.
Oh, okay.
Hold that thought. Yes, but just you don't manage to find any shops that sell pets. But hold that thought.
Are you planning to take a dog into Avernus with you?
We're all a bunch of dogs here, Viren.
All right.
Rawr.
Yeah, there's stats for a dog. You can get a dog.
Like an angry, like, man.
Get the biggest, angriest looking pit bull you can find.
Exactly.
The School of Magic does not sell pets. Most pets come from the outside. But just hold on to that thought. Valen, as you buy your holy water, this single-story building is divided into 2 sections: the store and the brewery. The latter has a small herb garden at the front, and through the front entrance you saw a large fire pit above which hang 3 cauldrons in a row, bubbling with potions inside. The shop within which you stand has a cobblestone flooring, and the tables upon which glow with glass bubbles and vials that are set on display. A set of stairs lead to a rising platform to the far end of the room, where an elderly woman with green moss in her hair sits on a stool talking to what looks like a humanoid mushroom person. Jenny Green Teeth greets you with a smile on her face. Come, you, yes, 25 gold for the holy water. It's a fresh batch from this morning.
2 flasks, please.
2 flasks, coming right up. And the flasks themselves are made from very finely crafted vials that you would probably not want to throw away once they're used up, because they are kind of fancy. They kind of feature holy symbolage of various religions of light, Lathander, the Lord of Light, and others. Planning to do some damage, or just perhaps a ritual of divinity, rite of passage.
Thank you.
No. Oh, all right.
Pay and take them and leave.
You take them and leave. All right. Anybody else needs anything else in here at all?
You got a brown mold?
Talk to Puffball about that one. He carries all the mold you could desire.
Gotcha, lady. Thanks.
Puffball, this little mushroom person, approaches you. He indeed has a couple of cyan-colored butterflies fluttering all throughout him, and at the mention of brown mold, he peculiars a package that's a little too moist for your comfort, that seems to seep the very, heat from your hands as you hold it.
What are the price for these, sir?
Ooh! And he holds up, how much are you buying?
I would like to buy...
how many uses, quote unquote?
4 vials of it.
4
So
packages.
4 uses.
That would be, my friend, 4 times...
Way too much gold, probably.
48.
Sorry, I only have 37.
You get my 3.
3?
Yeah.
Cool. Already.
Yo.
37 gold, 3 vials of moss.
Yo.
Mold. That's mold.
Yo.
My hand in the gold, yo.
He just kind of steps away, counting the gold, nodding his little mushroom head. Yo. Charge! Just kidding. We won't let those fuckers take us! Anyway.
Enough with that.
This, real quick look around, Jenny does offer a few potions of resistance, greater healing, heal giant strength, and potion of doused flame. In terms of poisons, the classical ever-present potion of poison, pale tinctures, brown molds, myconoid spores, moss of Mary, pickled white puffball mushrooms.
a whole variety. Unless anybody's looking for anybody else, anything else, we'll move right on. Trent, are you there? Are you back yet?
That greater healing sounds interesting. How much is that?
Greater healing points go for about 150 gold pieces each, and you heal quite a bunch.
Shit.
A more diluted version will be just a common healing potion, which go for 50 pieces each, but are slightly weaker.
Yeah, no, I just spent most of my gold.
That's it on 2 wands. Ooh. Wand off. I don't want to use my spell slot.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Cool. Trent, you back yet? Okay. Do any of us 9:30? Do any of us need a break? Might as well while Trent's gunzo.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, what time do we want to go till?
I thought we were doing usual time.
And so, what is our usual time?
11 o'clock my time, so it's like an hour and a half from now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so that's 8 o'clock for me. I mean, I think probably. I'm thinking. I don't know. Just trying to think. I wouldn't. I'm not really feeling going all the way to 11 o'clock. Tom's time tonight. But I prefer we get off a little bit earlier. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
Okay.
I mean, I'm good, but like we already missed a week. I would like to at least get a full session in.
Full session, yeah.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. All right. We'll go to our usual time.
But I mean, if you have to leave, there's no
I
pressure.
I don't have like no one's gonna kick me off. It's just yeah.
Sure.
I'm just gonna go get some water. I'm gonna wait for Trent to come back if anybody wants to go to the washroom or anything. You can take that opportunity now. It's
I'll be back.
Yeah. I'm gonna message Trent to see where it went.
Time to do some squats. How many squats can you people do?
How much blood can you give me, Mark? How about
How
some
much
nail
blood do you
clippings?
need?
You guys want to plant?
What did
those
you want to buy?
beans before we go into Avernus?
What did I want to buy? I already bought what I wanted to buy.
I'll
What are
give
talking
you.
about?
I'll give you 1 greater healing potions if you do me a favor, oh boy.
Do you want? Hey, I'm part tree. Would you like to sample my blood?
I know. I could see that. I'll
that a
take.
yes?
I'll take everything you can give me.
Okay,
I'll need
okay.
it.
All right, start draining it. Give me oranges quickly. Let's go.
Some of your blood,
much
some
oranges.
beard hair, some nail clippings, maybe some foot skin flakes.
Do you make it a doll?
I will make it into reagents and give you a discount of 100% discount on 1 potion of greater healing if you let me do that.
Do it.
Cool.
Do it.
As we all take a
Yes.
break, you just witnessed Mork get the spa treatment of getting his dead skin from his foot grinded off by a haggard old lady. While she
She's got like a
attaches-
little face shield, little
Yeah.
magic grinder.
This feels nice.
I went to the spa once with my mom. God damn, I felt bad for the ladies doing my mom's feet. Oh,
Get over here.
poor ladies.
Mork, add 1 potion of greater healing to your inventory.
Fuck yeah, Mark will never die. Heroes never die.
Yeah, she trims,
Baron is so happy at
she
you.
trims a little bit too much of your beard. A little bit too much for your comfort. Now it's like off
You
symmetry.
want to just take me down to like a 10-day stubble? I'll do that to counteract the uneven beard.
The same tool she used to like flake off your dead skin.
Jesus
she just used it on your beard.
That's aggressive. Damn, it's gonna get tangled in there and like rip them out. Ooh, painful.
Whatever, you have orc strength.
Yeah.
You'll bounce right back. I used to have a DM who had a custom homebrew rule. If you take 1 potion of greater healing, you can dilute it into 2 potions of like minor common healing, whatever. Kind of how you do that in reverse in Divinity Original Sin.
Yeah, that's like kind of semi-logical. I kind of enjoy that concept.
So, I mean, it's very balanced. It's you're actually fucking yourself up, but you're not because like it's more uses. Like you're reducing the healing by a lot, but it's more uses, so it's like, oh, okay. What is a cool use for a knife?
How much? What's the die for that potion, Tom? What's the die for the greater healing?
44 plus 4, I want to say.
Plus 4?
Plus 4, I want to say, yeah.
Cool.
Let me look it up. Greater healing potion. This is just me coming off.
Mark took one for the team.
Yeah, 44 plus 4.
Hey, that's my potion. None of y'all touching it unless it goes to me.
Greedy, greedy.
Greedy, greedy. I gave up my whole body for that.
His whole body being like the skin on his feet and his beard.
I walk up to Byron. My body is a temple. Every part of me is a part of me. Do you understand?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Faith, are you in a room?
Part of you.
Y'all?
Looks like it.
That dagger? You don't get bonus attack with it. Call it... Okay, it's spelled like this.
Knife?
Yeah, this enchanted dagger will grow in size until such that it's slightly larger than any other dagger within 200 feet of or in the room.
Cool. So, out of character talk, has anybody seen or played Ghost of Tsushima?
No.
It's glorious. Writing haikus makes me very happy. Except for the last haiku, that made me very sad. Context. Faith, context. Of which you'll have to play the game or watch a video to find out.
Does having a bigger dagger benefit him in any way?
No.
I mean, I as a DM cannot tell you. Yes, but I can't tell you how. It's up to you to like think about it and be like, oh, it can be used for this way or be that way. I don't want to have to explain to you the potential of such an item. It's kind of fun to think about it.
Hypothetically, if somebody who was like 20 feet tall has a dagger, that would be a dagger to their size, which would probably be
doesn't
about
work. It's not.
4
It's
foot
not
long.
Einstein's relative dagger. It's the length of the dagger. It has to be a dagger.
Well,
yeah.
Yes. So if it's a dagger, that would be a dagger for someone who was that size. Therefore, it'd be about.
Oh, I
4
see what you're
feet.
saying. So like, if like a hill giant was holding up like what to you would be like a great sword, for him would be a toothpick.
Yeah.
No, it still has to be a dagger. It has to be classified as made as a dagger.
What if it like originally was a dagger and I casted enlarge item on it?
Haha.
The golden knife will grow slightly larger.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Once we figure out what it can actually be used for, that'll be. What if is there like a minimum size they can grow to? Like, what if there was only one other dagger in the room and I casted reduced size on it? Would like the golden dagger shrink to just
No, it doesn't like match slightly larger. It will stay the same size. But if you enlarge a dagger, you're like, no, this is a knife, and it will just grow like bigger. That's literally it. I mean, it's a very good fucking item now I think about it. But I was like, there's no way I can like not make it magical. Okay, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna give it bonus attack, but it has to be like something funny. So I was like, what can I do, without being like, this is killer can or like, fucking.
You walk in the room, your dagger is now twice the size it used to be. Oh.
But like more like Hunter, if somebody with an actual dagger walked within 200 feet, your knife will randomly get bigger, and you'll be like, somebody's coming. So like. That will work.
Interesting.
Could like warn you of someone with a big dagger nearby.
Is everybody back yet?
Give me some time to think about it, and like we'll see what we can do with that enlarged spell application.
you could just enlarge another dagger, and then it would be like, oh, well, that dagger would be bigger than it slightly.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can just dual wield a non-magical dagger, enlarge that one, and your other one will get fear enlarged. So, because
Aha.
golden knife of like, what's it called? Size envy. Fucking.
Maybe.
Remember my enlarged reduce accident the other day?
No.
We're all here. I think we're just waiting for Cole to come back.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Ah,
I'm back.
cool. Moving on to the next bit. Without further
Where's
ado,
Kevin?
if
I
somebody's
gotta
like,
go eat.
"What?
Right as everyone got back.
Well, go eat." I'm not moving on. Otherwise, we're gonna be here for ever.
I wish to buy dog.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Okay. The main keep is a towering edifice housing hundreds of monks and wizards, and thousands more books and scrolls. As you meander through the keep, helpful monks stop to offer directions here and there. It is about noon at this time as you proceed onwards with your business. I would say towards Silvera's study. Perhaps fetch Levi first. It's up to you guys. Is there anywhere specific you wish to go, or just straight to onwards? Going once, going thrice.
I assume Rhea is with us.
She is, yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Let's.
Where are you guys in terms of the study hall? Are you have vision? Not quite yet. Okay. You ask around for Levi's location. And you are led to a lecture hall that is lit by small floating braziers burning a pale lavender and green color, and has 4 rows of benches cascading down before a podium and a blackboard with incantations and circles of magic and runes and formulas drawn upon it. All your tokens, they are here. We have
Oh goodness.
Phelan, we have Erwind, we have Mark, Viren,
Ooh, smoky room.
Viren, Bappo, and last but certainly not least, Faith. By the podium is a large table upon which you can make out what looks like a dog's corpse. Listening intently to Levi's lecture are several students dressed in black and red uniforms and robes akin to the one of their professor. Some jot down notes in their books, others lean in, an intense and attentive look on their face. Some look uncomfortable at the presence of the dead thing before them. Levi, take the reins.
Wait, real quickly. I don't
Yes.
see my friends from this morning here.
Good. I'm just kind of multitasking here, but that's a good call. Trent, this is what I sent you this morning, but you may improvise as you wish. Where's our friend? Our friend. Eugene is sitting right beside Mork. Boop. Hello.
Hey.
He nods, places one finger on his lip as he shushes you to witness what's before you guys.
I see more people have arrived. We're a little late into a session, but I'll recap a bit. The dark arts are feared by most, and rightfully so, for it is easy to tip the scales of balance between life and death, but hard to undo a mistake once it was made. Now, what I was going to show all of you before more arrived is how to revive, in a sense, a body and mind to this creature in front of us. And then I start doing the incantations for animate death.
Tendrils of deep indigo writhe from Levy's fingers, wrapping themselves around the cadaver before him. A dark aura surrounds the dead thing, and ominous whispers ebb from seemingly nowhere. The torches in the chamber flicker and dim as Levi's words finish pronouncing the incantation of power for the necromantic spell. You see the dog's corpse begin to twitch, and the flesh begin to stitch itself back together. The process is gruesome to witness, and the noise of bones setting back in place are slightly nauseating. A soft whimper can be heard escaping from the creature's throat, which swells into a rising. The dark aura recedes, and the dark tendrils dissolve into nothing, as the dog's tail begins to wag, as its lungs begin to hyperventilate. The nose begins to twitch, sniffing the air around it, and the eyes open, revealing healthy green eyes. With a strained whine, the dog rises onto its feet, alive. A few of the witnesses begin to clap softly, before the room becomes silent once again. Doggo.
Doggo pets.
Is it like alive or just undead?
That's a good question, actually. Now, you see, a creature as meager as a dog is quite easy to bring back fully. Though you might think of a deity's spell of revivification or true resurrection, though an animal is easy to bring back normally with just a mere animate dead spell. But before all of you leave, I would like to show what happens when you do it to a normal person. And in the cage there's the dead body.
Yeah.
And I do it again to the dead body.
The corpse
and just
begins to twitch a lot more violently this time, as if this spirit is less willing to return, as if this spirit is more forced to return, the very mind straining against the spell. Nonetheless, it submits, and as the corpse arrives, it rises. As it rises, its bones click, its flesh just sloughs off its body. This thing does not resemble life. If anything, it resembles unlife, undeath, vile, unnatural, moaning as if in pain and yet feeling nothing.
Didn't know they practice such vile arts in Candlekeep.
You say vile, others say knowledge. It's just another way of using a tool that was left behind.
And just like that, with those words, the corpse goes back to its limp form, and you see a little wisp of silver, a little piece of spirit, usher away upwards and away. To call it spirit is perhaps giving it too much credit. If anything, is like Levi said, simply using an empty vessel for a spell. Whatever this man was when he was alive is not anywhere in his realm anymore.
Nah.
Impressive, Professor Levi.
Thank you. It's just a mere spell. Everyone learns it eventually if they want to delve into this style of, magic. The weave. Is there any other questions?
Yeah. Can we pet the dog?
Yes. Go right ahead.
Come here.
Start mine.
Come here.
The dog features every semblance of life, though none of the emotion, none of the drive, none of that spirit, as if something is still missing. Try as he might, the professor was not able to restore fully the individuality of the creature.
The dog functions like a construct. You pet it, and it reacts robotically by simply allowing you, not moving, not flinching, not giving you a lick, not behaving in a way a pet should, but simply a false life semblance.
Could I just use my divine sense to see if this thing registers as undead?
It does.
Out of character, question: Are we here for Silvera to open the gate?
You're here to get Levi.
Here to get me. I want to go on an adventure.
Levi.
Fuck being a professor.
Now, anyways. Yes. I agree.
I suppose we should leave you to go on your adventure then, says one of the red-robed figures in front. He seems to have black tattoos all over his scalp representing various magical runes and clothes of gold and red. I suppose the council has seen enough. Nothing out of the ordinary. Everything will be regulated. Perhaps I'll take that one's point then, and less zombification of corpses. I mean, I would not even ask where you got that one from. I would just assume it was donated to the school. My hopes.
You would think rightfully so.
Yes.
And I give him a deep bow.
Very well. Well, everything here is in order, Levi. We shall leave you on your venture to conduct your research to its full fruition. Class dismissed, he says, in a tone very assertive, kind of rude. This is your lecture. And in unison, the four figures in front get up for information and march past the group. All of them wearing matching robes. All of them leaving in unison. As the rest of the classmates close up the books. And Eugene whispers to you more like, you missed quite a bit. This guy, he's good. We haven't seen anything like this back at home. Anyway, hopefully see you around. If not, it was a pleasure speaking to you. And he too begins to pack away his things. And see.
Yeah, what's the one with the red eyes look like? Is she like a vampire or something?
Do you mean insight? How much do you know about vampires?
Well, I guess we'll fucking find out, won't we? Boom!
I know a whole campaign's worth.
I mean, like...
That's a nat zero, baby.
She gives you spoopy vibes.
However,
like Valen opens to say something because you didn't
inspiration.
Yeah.
Would it be stupid to waste my inspiration?
It will be your call.
I'm wasting my inspiration.
Can we use inspiration after rolling a dice?
Yeah, I'm gonna say just because like inspiration is so rarely given. Yeah, why not?
It's like a second roll, and it's already rolling 2 dice.
It's fucking insight.
I was just asking for the next time I have one.
Yeah.
You know of dragons. You know little of vampires, but of dragons you know much at this point. This powerful red sorceress, you know 2 things. Her clothes, you have read about them. Sorcerers of Fae, very powerful magicians. This one seems to be specializing in worms and dragon kind more than vampirism. Her pale skin is merely the cause of some sort of magic effect rather than undeath itself.
Interesting.
And you would also have enough knowledge to know that Candlekeep will probably not let undead walk about unchecked. The only undead in this room is caged, after all.
That is fair. Interesting. I'd like to ask her what made her eyes that color. Politely, out of curiosity.
A scaled gift? From a scaled friend.
I see.
Do me... I'm gonna use the 18 and whisper you something. But yeah, anybody else? Anything here?
Valen's gonna go talk to Levi. I'm sorry, I should not have
I see.
been quick to make statements about Candlekeep as a whole, but I take this means you are a necromancer by trade.
I am indeed. It's what I deal with, the things that people don't want to deal with.
Fine. I don't object to you coming with us and joining our party, but I don't pretend to tell me that it is simply knowledge. That spell summons an evil creature to the world, and
Knowledge.
Well, what is evil? What can a creature like this truly do on its own? It harms, much like an animal. Are animals inherently evil?
I know firsthand that that is not an animal. It is not natural. It seeks to snuff out life.
Mm-hmm.
Do not take me for a fool, wizard.
I do not. I just take you as all other paladins.
How is that?
Righteous.
He's trying not to be rude.
No, calling a paladin righteous is about as rude as you can get. Because they know it's not true.
Was this D'Artagnan speaking?
You speak the big true.
Mork is speaking.
Did he say that in character?
Yes, this is my Mork voice.
This is not my Mork voice. See the difference? One is obnoxious.
The other is gently pleasing to your ears.
So you, well, speaking of obnoxious, so you basically just said that paladins aren't righteous?
No,
No.
it's just that is the thing you say when you're trying not to offend one, when you want to. Or
I'm just
would.
saying you're righteous.
He's not wrong.
Perhaps.
However, I do have a question. Does that mean I am not alive, for I was birthed from a tree?
You were birthed from a tree?
Yes, I ate a magical bean, and in fact, the tree in your courtyard burst from my innards, that what would soon be my corpse a moment later, and then it rebirthed me from a cocoon of salicylic gel and tree stuff. I point to my tree-ass skin. See? Good
I
leaves.
think we're done here.
Interesting.
God. Yeah,
So it was nice to meet you, Levi.
So, what you
So, you like knowledge, huh?
No, yes. Give me a
Like
moment if
how
we're
you-
going to leave.
I have a whole
I need to
book
call
of
a friend.
knowledge.
You have a whole book of knowledge. You have
Many
more.
books. Yes.
Alright.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Is that my friend Rudolph on Richter?
It's just like, Professor, Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor, Professor, Professor, Doctor.
Doctor.
Yeah.
What's up, Doc?
I trust my specimen proved guilty. I would be taking him back now.
Of course.
Thank
I only needed it for the lecture.
Yes. He opens the gate and procures a small obsidian gem, touches the corpse, and the corpse turns to ash, and the ash in turn gets absorbed into this gem as the thing disappears. I don't suppose I'll be seeing you anytime soon, Professor. I do wish you well, you and your little friend, as adorable as she is.
Indeed. Where is she, anyways? Lulu.
As you call her name, a small, I want to say elephant with golden fur appears from under a pile of blankets near a table strewn with various equipment. The elephant takes to the air on feathered wings and lets out a pleasing little trumpet sound.
I doth return.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's one of those. Yes.
I must say, you are the most peculiar necromancer I have ever met. I bid you goodwill, And farewell.
And you too.
I'm gonna go take the car to his miserable fucking prison now. Goodbye.
Have fun in that dark, dark place again.
Yeah. Oh god. Anyway, the creature before you flutters into action on little feathery wings. This tiny feathered elephant that lands on Levi's shoulder.
I have to take a mental picture for Rhea.
Ray is with you guys. Yeah, I'm just in one.
Oh, thank God.
Shall we?
Yes.
We're going to hell, Lulu.
What
How
do
you
you
feel?
Wait.
That's my thoughts exactly.
What'd I miss? What happened?
There's a cute, fluffy yellow elephant that flies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with the dog?
Infatuated with it.
Wait, Bappo's back. That's it.
No.
That's Erwin.
That's yes. This is Erwin speaking.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also
Deal
Bappo's in
breaker.
the chat.
No, Bappo's he's dead. He's gone. He's gone.
That's fine. We'll catch him up later. What do you want to do with the dog before you leave?
Who?
You
I
can
want to keep it.
I want a dog.
No, I don't think taking the undead dog to hell is a smart idea.
I mean,
I don't think taking any dog to hell is a smart idea.
No,
so why
I
not
want,
take
like,
the undead dog to hell?
It's up to you guys. It's up
straight
to you
up.
if you for a vote.
It's already dead,
I want like a war.
but alive.
Oh, it is a dog.
You want a
And
warm dog?
Technically.
Yes, something that'll chew something's face off.
Okay.
It will.
Unfortunately, there's no. Oh.
You need some hellhounds, Erwin. Nice. Hellhound. Those things chew lots of faces. Well, melt faces probably would be better. Better.
Something like the picture I sent in Discord.
Mork is just a reincarnation of D'Artagnan. Just like D'Artagnan speaking through Mork.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Mork has knowledge. He will use it.
Guys, I
Yeah.
remember someone said we wanted to have a full session. Do we want to get to the part where we go to hell?
Yeah, let's do that.
Still have an hour.
It's a simple decision. Doggo. We don't have an hour. Doggo or no doggo? Real quick.
Yes, doggo.
Yes, doggo?
Yes.
Levi, in your pocket is a special collar that you've prepared just for this occasion. You've never
I
understood.
throw it at Faith.
Yeah,
I
you
guess
never
no one's
understood people's attachment to such things. But nonetheless, the little collar has a similar gemstone to the one used by Rule von Rechten, an artifact from a friend, from a long known friend. Putting it around Doc's collar, I will make a mechanic for it to stay alive with a sacrifice. I'll make it dark, but we can touch on that at a later time. Nonetheless, Doggo stays. Doggo will get a name. Doggo will stay with you guys. We have Chester Doggo, Lulu the elephant. It's a zoo. All right. As you venture onwards toward Silvera's study, we can go ahead and venture toward ending the session, just because I have a feeling like some of us are tired and want to move on to better things. Literally just fucking yeet your tokens northward.
Yeet.
Aha, you've been
Sounds
standing
good.
there the entire time.
Yeeting is happening.
Ah!
Doctor, perfect area.
It's like when you're pushing really hard on a door and then it opens.
Ah,
over
damn, I cannot get used to this damn place. Weird. But I like it.
Right.
Bork.
You find your way to Levi's study. The northern spires, arched windows punctuate the walls of his chamber. Bookcases filled with eldritch volumes stand between the windows, while tables are crowded with specimen jars, alchemical equipment, and other clutter. Assembled on one side of the room are floating crystals, arranged in a circle, each glowing a different
I was
color.
about to ask, is he all robot-y for others?
In my robot?
You were kind of cutting out for me.
Yeah, you were like going low.
Yeah, assembled on one side of the room are floating crystals, arranged in a circle, each glowing a different color, with ruby red crystal hovering highest of all. A 9-pointed star has been magically engraved into the floor. Carefully adjusting these crystals is Silvera, who is busy meticulously checking everything is in place. Sitting behind the desk, observing her progress, is Fauster Fisk. His scimitar and some rations are bundled with some books and are set on a table for him, packed for travel. Seems like he's ready to go once you guys leave. Lastly, the creature perched on the corner of the table nearby is with its spindly little demon, warty green skin, buggy eyes and black horns, and whip-like tail. As the two are in the middle of a conversation, Infernal and you enter the room, their conversation cuts off, and Silver goes, "Ah, you're here. Good. Calibrations are almost complete, and Elturel is within reach. I trust you are prepared for what's to come."
That's right.
Yes.
Very well. Then let us not delay any further. The plane shift circle will use any artifact in your possession attuned to the 9 Hells. We will attempt to land you right within the city itself. The sword will serve a prime center point for the device, and her eyes gaze upon the shield. The shield.
Dylan's gonna hold up the mace. What this do?
Ah, curious. I can see the representation of the celestial being herself. She cast what you recognize is without even rolling Arcana, is just a detect magic spell, and she's trying to find the nature of this mace. Yes. Yeah, I suppose this will do. It be having a direct connection to Elturel, it might actually point you closer to the intended destination. Good pick. Yeah.
I only ask, is the artifact we use going to be left behind, or still in our possession?
It's gonna be left behind.
Oh. Okay. Well,
if you prefer to use the sword, you can just use the sword.
Faith, are you okay with giving up the sword?
The non-replica one.
Yeah, Faith has a replica.
Yeah. I'll
Alright.
give the one that's the real one.
Sure. I have prepared a map of sorts that should help you navigate the first layer of Ba'atur. Be warned, heroes, this map might not entirely be reliable. Its creator went mad making it. It is unfortunate, but all I can offer, as this is the only such map known in existence. And as she hands you this map, I'm going to show it to you guys. This, before you, is a poster map of Avernus, as it was drawn by the map cartographer. It's quite large. You can click on it to zoom in.
Oh boy, that got high res.
Hey, it's the skull that Mork
Is that a fucking eyeball tree?
It is quite odd, and you guys can give it a read after possession. There's quite a lot to it. It's kind of like the Tome of Strahd. It's kind of like one of the central items for the entire campaign.
It's that skull Mork saw.
Indeed it is. Now, her eyes shift toward the shield of the Hidden Lord. Have you considered my words in regards of the artifact which you hold? The shield has the power to corrupt everything around it. My expert opinion is that it needs to be locked away in an extra-dimensional space, away from corruptible souls. And as she speaks, yada yada yada, warnings, boring, buppo, you hear a voice within your head, the same resounding voice. I suggest an alternative course of action. Take me to the 9 Hells, and I'll swear to serve you faithfully as both guide and advisor, as I realize Bappo is not here to witness this.
Yeah, Bappo's not here right now. But I can speak on his behalf. He'll
Fair
take
enough.
whatever deal the shield offers. I know.
It's up to you guys to decide as a kind of a group, just so not one person decides as the whole, but this is the branching path here.
I am in favor of the shield.
So am I.
I vote to leave the shield here.
What does Faith and
Byron?
Byron? I don't know.
I think we should take the shield with us.
Okay.
I'm almost down for an adventure. Let's
Alright.
take it with us.
4-1, and then Papa's opinion wouldn't shift it either way.
Oh no, Bappo would take the shield.
Were you keeping card veiling? The cards given to you?
Oh shit.
like he's got like a belt pouch. It would probably be kept in there with other like.
You can feel it heat
snow.
up through the pouch, which is impressive for a piece of fucking paper. Sorry, I'm swearing. Which is impressive for a card to be burning up through leather. That's it. You just feel it grow warm as
Phelan's gonna pick it up. Is it like visibly? Is it like glowing white
It's
hot or
like
something?
cindering, the way you cinder when you enrage. Phelan should take one level in barbarian. I'm just kidding. Just funny. Yeah.
Like Phelan's. It's a symbol of loss, despair, and death. And I don't know why it's reacting to this, but I seriously think this is an omen that the shield is very bad. Please, I beg you to reconsider.
I leave it up to you to decide, says Silvera, what to do with the shield. Take it with you if you wish, or leave it here. One thing is certain. The Knights of the Shield will never stop looking for it. Perhaps it is safer with me, perhaps it is safer kept away from the Prime. The choice is yours. I shall prepare the final incantations for the spell, and she ushers you toward the inner circle whenever you're ready.
I can't change their minds. Let me know when I did what I could.
Yeah.
Put the card back away.
Would you all like to join me in a quick prayer?
No.
Okay.
Feels like everyone's just gonna say no.
Yeah.
Anyways, I wrote a touching haiku, but I will keep it to myself because y'all don't care.
No one said that.
Let's hear the haiku, Mark.
You don't deserve it, Levi.
You don't have to pretend to care now.
I would love to hear a
I've
half
seen what makes you laugh.
Oh, come on, that was just perfect. Comedically, that was perfect.
Well, I'll share it anyways. You can rate my haiku.
Share it anyways.
Based off of the lovely artistic rendition of this room, I wrote, "Warm's light's touch, shifting tides underfoot, unrecoverable change." That is my haiku.
Oh, that's
for the
it.
journey
Really?
ahead.
Did you write that, or did you copy it from the internet? Be honest.
I wrote that. I was literally
Inspiration.
looking for haikus for inspiration because I've been making haikus in the game. Oh, yay.
I'll trust you wrote it.
I will send the fucking picture.
Okay, cool. I trust. That's the point.
No.
Anything
provide
else you
evidence.
guys wish to do in your last moments on the Prime?
Is there anything I have to do to take Spinner with me? Like any kind of preparation I need
Who?
to make? My little bug pal.
No, he will be with you. He'll be transported with a spell.
Great.
You have a bug pal?
Is it Find Familiar?
Right. Yes.
Find Familiar is like
Oh,
bound
yes,
to your very soul. It's like bound to you. He goes with you wherever you. Yeah.
Yeah, he just rides like within Viren's collar. Unless I ever for some reason just want to send him somewhere.
So cute.
Yeah.
Hey there, kitty. Or not kitty. What the fuck? I'm retarded.
He's a spider.
No, I know. I was talking about the dog, and I said kitty for some goddamn reason. Guys, I'm part stupid.
Did you leave out a part? I think you meant one whole.
Alright.
JK.
I'm an idiot. I just the sending spell that I sent to Kazira did.
I
like,
didn't get a chance to read it, but sorry, what was your question?
I posted it in the Downtime RP channel. Honestly, you can get back to me.
I'll get back to it. I'll do like in hindsight, anything that we missed, kind of thing. I just didn't want to take time from the session for like for sure. Is it something that matters now though? Because I didn't even get a
No,
chance.
it does not.
Okay,
I just
I'll
thought
get back to it like literally after the session. I'll read it and I'll respond to it. The Jezebel, the little impy creature, just the final
crystal as they begin to hum, and you feel the charge in the air of magic as these crystals begin to spin around in a circle, rising higher and higher, all the while keeping a focus on the giant bright ruby to the southwest. The spell is ready whenever you guys want to step into it, unless you have anything else you wish to do on a prime. Any last things?
Balin steps in.
Okay.
Baron steps in.
Alright. Then we move.
ready, friends? Yes.
Alright.
Do it.
As you gather before the device, Sylvira prepares to ring the tuning sword one final time. Stepping into the rune circle, you feel the charge of magic. The crystals above swirl around you, their rotation growing faster and faster. You take one last glance around the study room, one last look at the world you're about to leave behind. Lulu flatters onto Leva's shoulder. Rhea takes your side, determination burning in her eyes. The hum of the crystals grows louder and louder. Their glow sends multicolored beams of light throughout. With the final incantation, Sylvira sends an impact upon the tuning sword. A resounding note that rings throughout the room echoes. All in unison, the crystals become a bold shade of crimson as inferno that swells throughout, swallows you within the teleportation circle, hurling you down to hell itself. You feel the sensation of falling. All around you, nothing but smoke and flame. Above, the light fades away. Below, an infinite void welcomes you. In a flash, you pierce a sulphurous cloud cover. And as you keep plummeting toward the scene below, you barely get a chance at a shape that takes before you. Strikes of lightning fly past from the ruling clouds above, all throughout a blazing orange horizon, stretching unending. Below, a city on fire.
Oh.
Sundered in half, with a black star soaring high above it. The ground rushes to meet you, and as you close your eyes, preparing for impact, a roaring wind deafens your ears. As you ran over here. I actually have a look at what you witnessed before.
Oh, dear Christ biscuits.
So this is the city we're supposed to save, boys.
Welcome
Oh.
to El Turel.
Well,
Welcome to Avernus.
Welcome to Chapter 2, motherfuckers!
Some epic fucking music too.
Yeah.
It's
It
gangster
almost
paradise.
sounds like Weird Al Yankovic.
It's gangster.
Amish like.
It's Gangster's Paradise.
We just see like the city
Gangsta's
burning
paradise.
around us, and it's like, so what are we supposed to do now?
I think now we're supposed to end the session on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's such like,
Oh.
But I had fun. I mean, it was a little bit shoppy, but we kind of had to, because, let's face it, it was the last time you will ever fucking shop again. In, like, the prime, I would say, unless you survive this journey. So, that was a good preparation.
Unless we survive this journey. He says as if he's planning to kill us.
Fucking look
I mean,
where you
we're
just landed.
hell.
I learned from Curse's Rod, no more pulling back any combat. Fucking...
Please, kill me! Do it! Do it! You scared man, kill me!
I mean, hey, you killed him at the very end of Curse's Strahd.
You
Quotation
did.
marks.
One wish spell fucking rare.
I wrote another haiku for our journey as we opened the portal and descended into hell.
You write it as you fucking fly, as you Apex Legends drop onto the map.
It smells like farts.
Inferno's touch, a strike and a chime. Weightlessness, forever anchored to Avernus.
Edgy. You only get one
Yes.
fucking,
I know!
Yeah.
I'll write more.
Hearing Mork's haiku first thing.
Haiku? Yeah.
Ah, yes, I do have a high IQ, thank you.
Alright. Well, Balin is just emotionally shredded. God. Ugh.
As we fell, Mork tried to yell at everyone. There are only 2 mistakes one can make along the road. Not going all the way
only 2
and not starting.
God, this really is hell. He's gonna be doing this the entire time.
Boys,
The
I think
heart
I'm
of a
gonna-
child that thinks of its parents, yet greater still its parents.
Alright.
How would they hear?
Cole, thank you so much
Alright,
for playing.
I'm gonna drop the call. Peace,
Alright.
guys.
Have a good one.
Have a
See
good
ya.
one.
Bye.
Alright, well, good night, guys.
I mean, I'll stick
Ciao.
around to chat with whoever, but I'm gonna cat the recording here.
Okay.
Can't
I have
shit?
to
It
go.
ain't
'cause I
right.
have to wake up at like 4 a.m. So.
Oh, brutal. Oh, well.
Bye.